We're going live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Love+Relo, the voice of the relocation industry. I am your host, Ben Cross, and I'm here with my good friend, Matt Was from Blue Ground. What's up, Matt? How you doing?
What's going on, Ben? I'm doing well over here in New Orleans.
Dude, we are in New Orleans right now.
Really
like
excited.
Legitimately.
Yeah, man. I was throwing beads on Saturday night. It was a good time.
It's Mardi Gras. It's Mardi Gras, people. We got beads over here. We're gonna be throwing these. I don't know. Should we throw beads at people in the convention center? Is that
there's some people right here that want some beads, right?
Hold on,
I'm a professional after 4 hours on Saturday.
Hey, hey! Look at that! Look at that! That's great. We're having a good time. How are you doing? You having a good time?
Yeah, I'm doing great. This is my first time in New Orleans during Mardi Gras, so it's been pretty crazy. Got here on Saturday, threw beads off the balcony in Bourbon Street.
Oh.
It was pretty nuts, honestly.
Epic.
Yeah,
that's awesome. So, how does this compare to times you've come where it wasn't Mardi Gras?
Well, it was Halloween last time, and honestly, this is like Halloween times 20, so it's pretty intense, man. Honestly.
Yeah. I love New Orleans. I'm a big fan. I know all of our friends here are.
Oh yeah.
Funny, Christina Blondheim hates New Orleans.
She doesn't like New Orleans that much.
So maybe we'll see her later. Maybe not.
There's a lot of haters and there's a lot of lovers. You know, you're just a hater on the New Orleans, so I get it.
All right, Matt's finding haters and lovers in New Orleans. This is great. So, CHPA, you're here. I saw you last year in Tampa, I think, right?
Absolutely.
Let me ask you this. People who aren't here right now. Hey, everybody, if you're not here, by the way, if you're watching right now, hit that like button. Get in the comments. I want to know who you are, where you are. Have you ever been to New Orleans? Have you ever been to a CHPA, conference event? Let me know. How is this comparing so far to the CHPA events that you've been to in the past?
Yeah, honestly, the community is just really awesome. Everyone just hospitality environment. Everyone likes to have a good time. People shutting down bars, going out in Bourbon Street. Like, this seems like the right place for it.
It does, doesn't it?
I had a little bit of anxiety coming here, to be honest with you, because I know some people in this industry go pretty hard. So, we'll see how it goes. Yeah. It's gonna be some cool stories.
As long as we pace ourselves and we stay hydrated, I think we'll be fine. But I want to ask you, there was some breaking news that kind of came out, a press release that came out, within the last week.
Yeah.
About a big acquisition.
Yeah. Big
Tell
acquisition.
us about
that. Finally excited to make it public, but Blue Ground has acquired Travelers Haven, which is
that's huge.
It's huge, and it's really exciting because Blue Ground's always been a part of the core markets that we operate in 30 cities all over the world. So this will actually give us the leverage to be able to go anywhere in the United States. So both entities will operate the same basically for a couple months, maybe up to a year, and then eventually we'll be able to merge. And we're learning a lot from each other already about setting up in remote markets and whatnot, but we're really excited about the leverage that we'll be able to have and saying that we're just truly a big player and big part of the ecosystem overall.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that for y'all and what it can mean kind of strategically and everything. Explain to people a little bit. I mean, y'all have kind of different business models, right?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the way kind of maybe the difference between the two brands.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Blue Ground's always been a big part of setting up their own individual markets and really expanding inventory. So I got to Blue Ground in October of 21. We had about 4,000 apartments all over the world, 15, 16 cities at the time. And as to year to date right now, actually, we have about 12,000 apartments around the world, 30 cities with a plan to go to 50 by the end of 25, just for Blue Ground core inventory. So it's a pretty massive footprint, honestly.
Wow. And then you're expanding to 20 more cities.
Yeah.
What are some of those cities that we might have to look forward to?
Well, it's interesting because
doing a little pop quiz here.
Yeah, a little pop quiz. And it's all good. So actually, we're kind of looking for the clients to kind of tell us where they'd like us to go. So we just recently launched San Diego over the last month or two.
Nice.
Lots of startups, lots of tech vibes, big companies like Qualcomm and big government defense contractors, Navy. So there's a lot of good vibes down there. There wasn't a big presence in corporate housing down there. It's a lot of vacation rentals. So there's not like a lot of professional corporate housing.
Professionally managed.
Yeah. So excited about that. And that was actually driven by a lot of our clients that wanted to see us expand outside of LA and come down to what I personally think is the best city in the country, San Diego, California. So
wow, San Diego, best city in the country. You know what? I think it might be in the top 5.
Yeah, it's just the best.
What are your let's I'm gonna do this with you right now. Put you on the spot. So, get in the comments right now. I want to know who you are, where you are, if you're out there right now. We got Brenda Thoney Johnson says she's been to a CHPA event in New Orleans. So fun.
Brenda
BTJ
likes to have a good time too. I know she'd like it here.
checking in from Minnie. She is.
Oh yeah.
Brenda's a great time. I hope you're doing well out there, Brenda. Let's see. Mark Levy checking in from the greater Chicago area.
Book your flight tomorrow, Mark.
Mark,
It's
get
a
on
good
down
time,
there.
man. I can't guarantee it'll be a cheap flight though, to be honest with
Yo,
you.
my one way from Toronto. At last minute, I booked it like the day before because I was like, had my
You
flights,
booked it this week?
Yeah, I had my flights canceled because of some shenanigans and stuff.
You don't
with
even
the
want to say,
airlines.
huh?
It was like $1,300.
Oh my gosh.
But it was Canadian though. It doesn't count.
Oh yeah, that's a little bit less.
Yeah, it was like not real. It wasn't real money, but no, I'm just kidding, y'all. Love y'all. Matt, great meeting you last week at BAM conference in San Francisco. I'm not allowed to say San Fran, I think.
Yeah.
Congrats on the acquisition. San Diego's the best city. Hello from San Diego.
Go figure.
We got another person. As soon as you start talking about San Diego and repping San Diego, all these people they just show up.
Commenting.
I don't know.
Who said San Diego? What?
Who? What? Ron Burgundy's in the chat. This is incredible here. Hit that like button right now. Let everybody know that we're talking about San Diego. But no, actually, we're here in New Orleans. What's your top 5 cities, real quick? Because I know we got to keep.
Okay. So if I had to rattle off a few in no particular order.
You put San Diego first. You already did that.
Yeah, that's true. Number 1. Okay, so worldwide or in the States?
States, please.
Okay, the States. I would have to say Chicago. Probably
Chicago's in there.
No, it's not the winner. I'm sorry. Summertime shy. Yeah, I'm all in. Miami probably pretty up there. I went to Miami about a month and a half ago. It's gotten a little expensive.
Yeah,
I guess it always was
a little expensive.
Yeah, but now it's like on another level expensive.
Yeah.
I couldn't have a meal under like 200 with 2 drinks. Man. So I'm like, ugh.
Lunch cost me 200 today. I was like, what is happening right now?
Yeah, of course. Nashville is a good time. I really like Nashville. I'm going to New York next week. I think it's pretty obvious that one of the best cities. It gives me a little anxiety going there, but
New York more so than New Orleans.
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess not a little anxious cities. I got New Orleans, New York.
You like it dicey. Matt likes it dicey.
No,
Blue Ground's got some good properties in New York.
Yeah, that's one of our. That was actually our first U.S. market, and really well established. We're spreading into New Jersey, Long Island, Brooklyn, Upper East, West sides. We've covered a good part of the map in that metro area for sure. So
really, really cool. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. I appreciate you inviting me to be the first guest. I know it was a personal invite.
Yeah, it was. No
bias or anything.
No bias whatsoever. It's not like you paid the most or anything.
No,
totally
no
bribes. It's all merit based.
No Venmo, Venmo requests or anything like that.
Requests. Are you going to be going out later?
So, it was tough because I had a lot of temptation to go out last night. People were saying, "Oh, Matt always goes out." I guess I have the reputation, right? And I stayed in at the hotel last night.
I stayed in too.
Yeah, I was after Saturday night.
Yes.
Walking home at 4 a.m.
We're on the same rhythm right now.
Yeah. But tonight, no guarantees, man.
No guarantees.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go little industry party. Synergy's throwing a good party later on. I heard, so
okay, let me find out. You got to give me the details on these parties here, people. David Nathan checking in from Philadelphia. Oh man, look at this. We got people checking in from India. What's up, Rahul?
I love it.
Look at this. This is awesome. We got people on deck here. Give me the info for that party though, because for real, I'm coming through, man.
All right, man. Sounds good. Well, you had a lot of interviews. Hopefully
I got a lot
of time. Really appreciate the time and excited to be here. Honestly, this is a great conference.
Matt, thanks for being here. Matt from Blue Ground. I'm gonna check you out later.
Yeah, please do.
I'm sure you'll be out.
Yeah,
you'll be
out you know.
Get in the comments. I want to know what you're thinking out there. Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, guys.
We actually got Jeff coming up next here. We got Jeff Reich here coming up from Court.
Doing, sir?
What's up, Jeff? Have a seat. Pull one up here.
Well, I live in San Diego, so I hope some of my friends out there from San Diego.
Really?
Hey.
Where did all these San Diegans come from?
San Diego?
Is that fair? Sometimes you just walk right into them, Get in the comments, hit that like button. We got people playing dice over here. Look at this. Look at this.
Hey.
This is great. People are having a good time over here.
Are we in Vegas?
Well, they got casinos here too, Jeff. Get in here, get close to that microphone there. Let people know what's going on.
Right on.
Jeff, tell me a little bit about Court and what y'all are doing here at CHPA.
Well, Court's been a partner of CHPA really since the inception of CHPA, and obviously we service the industry, have been for many years. Personally, I'm on the board of directors of CHPA, and just love the whole involvement here. There's a lot of folks coming. I think there's over 500 attendees this year.
Wow!
So
how does that compare to a normal year? Maybe a normal pre-COVID year, we'll say. 2019. What do you think?
A tick, depending on the year or the location, a tick higher, a tick lower, but we're definitely growing, and people are seeing the value of coming to these events, and obviously a lot of networking, a lot of business getting done, but a lot of fun. We are in New Orleans.
A lot of fun. I think it's important. The fun part is important because that's how you build relationships, and relationships breed trust.
Yep.
And I think in this business, you need to know you can call somebody in June. Like, Jeff, I need a living room. I need an apartment set up. I need furniture.
Exactly. And I come from the industry too. I worked for Oakwood Corporate Housing for many, many years, running San Diego and Hawaii. So known some of these folks in here for 25 plus years.
Wow.
So it's been a fun ride seeing the new companies come out, new people coming out. There's us old timers here, but then there's a whole bunch of new faces too that are around. So that's exciting to see.
What advice would you give to some of these new faces who aspire to be old timers in this business and to have the kind of robust career that you've enjoyed?
Well, I think you hit on it because relationships are huge, especially in this industry. I mean, everyone, they play hard, but they work very hard.
Right.
And knowing people and having backups and having those relationships, spending the time, get to the meetings, go to the booths, go see people, have those conversations, because you never know. And there's new companies popping up all the time with new innovative technologies that are out here and new opportunities for them to get in. And you talked with Matt here just a little bit ago. Acquisitions are going on. There's been other acquisitions, and I think we'll probably still see more acquisitions coming up in both the corporate housing and the insurance.
Where do you see the coming?
Boy,
I always love the acquisitions talk. I think it's so interesting, seeing who's getting married to, these companies.
Well, another one that happened, CRS on the insurance side, CRS just acquired Assured, and that was a pretty big deal. And then you had the acquisition last year of ALE on the insurance.
For people side. who don't know and aren't familiar with these brands, explain just a little bit about who they are and kind of how they play together.
Sure. So. The two aforementioned, they're in the insurance housing arena, and they're dealing with and actually, to that point, insurance housing, which they do a lot of house rentals, but they've been utilizing corporate housing companies for shorter term stays that make more sense than having people go to hotels, etc. So it's been really interesting seeing that change go along in the industry as well as they start working together more. As for corporate housing, they're pretty tight-lipped. They hold it close to their vest, but I hear whispers out there. People are looking at people, so you never know. There could be some things coming out here.
Super interesting, and I think corporate housing industry is just following general relocation. We're seeing mergers and acquisitions. I think there's just a lot of consolidation across many different industries.
Sure.
For a lot of the same reasons. You also have customer concentration too. With arms, when RMCs and things like that are starting to come together. So really interesting here. We got people checking in here. Get in the comments. Let us know who you are, where you are. People are checking in. Hi, Jeff. I'm a big fan of Court.
Yay.
Have fun and be safe. Put your name in there too, because it's not showing up, unfortunately, for us here. People checking in there as well. So San Diego, huh?
Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
all the best people apparently are from San Diego.
Yeah, we got some pretty good people down there. Yeah.
Now, did you grow up in San Diego?
No, I grew up in La Cañada, Flintridge, which is up in the Los Angeles suburbs.
Okay.
And really kind of started my first career. I was an enterprise rent-a-car guy for 10 years.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. So
in there, did you do that out of college?
I did. Yes, sir.
Yeah, because they have a great recruiting and training program there.
They do. I started 87, way back when.
Wow.
I think there was only 40,000 cars in fleet at that time, and I've watched all of their acquisitions and how they've grown. But to your point, there was some great training. It was I never thought I'd be in a rental car, but I ended up there and then went into Oakwood after that. And I think I've been renting things, all my career for almost 40 years.
You've been in the rental business for, forever. Look at that.
Furniture.
Adam Lowy checking in here.
Oh, hey, Adam, Move for Hunger. Yay.
Says, love our friends at Court.
We love you, Adam.
How does Court partner with Move for Hunger? We're actually right next to the Move for Hunger booth here.
We are. We've been partnering with them for many years and utilizing all of our salespeople that are out in the streets every day talking to the apartment communities and helping with the collection of food. They utilize our trucks. We have a whole fleet of trucks, so we were really proud. And forgive me, Adam, I'm sorry, I don't remember the amount, but I know we've helped hundreds and hundreds of thousands of folks with them, and really what they do is just an amazing thing, and what he's done and his folks. So yeah. They're good peeps.
It is, and I'm just looking at, speaking of people, the people watching here in New Orleans is incredible, and no different at the CHPA conference here. Gary Connerly is saying, "You're in my backyard, Ben. Miss you. Eat a bucket of mud bugs for me." Do you know what mud bugs are, Jeff?
Not a clue.
Have you ever eaten crawfish?
Yeah, there we go. Okay, now I got it. Yep,
have you ever eaten crawfish before?
I have. I have, but I prefer the lobster that we got. We call them bugs out there too. The mud part, now I get it. Our lobsters, in fact, in San Diego on the Pacific side, they don't have the claws.
I didn't know that.
You don't get the big claw. That's all on the East Coast, but it's lobster season right now in San Diego.
I didn't know there was such a thing as lobster season in San Diego.
Absolutely, all the J months that go. So we just ended in January, so there's still a bunch that are out there alive and still going out in our fish markets.
Well, you said the J months.
Yeah,
June and July too.
Yes, sir.
See, now that's interesting because I was always taught to only eat seafood in cold months.
Well,
or like the yeah, wow.
Well, hey, they're good.
Wow, that's awesome. Really interesting here.
Yeah.
Look, Brenda's coming in here. Says Court is a great partner to Cardis.
Oh yes, yeah.
How do y'all work with Cardis?
Well, Court, we have a number of different divisions. We're a Berkshire Hathaway company. So we have our furniture rental division. We have party rental. We have a destination services side. So we help a lot with relocation. Jackie from Cardis is out here this week.
Oh, it's Jackie. Yeah.
Yep.
Very cool.
She is out here, and we love Cardis. They've been a great partner of ours, and we continue to try to service them as best we can.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah.
Hey Gary, you'd be happy. I did eat a bucket. Not only did I eat one bucket, I ate 2 buckets of mud bugs yesterday, Gary. Okay. I went over to my cousin Matthew. Or Matthew, as he says. I got some Creole family over here, down here in New Orleans, and I went over to my cousin Matthew's house, and he was boiling up some crawfish, and then watching the Daytona 500.
Oh, there you go. With a surprise winner, the odds were 40-1, and that guy ended in a white checkered something or another.
Yeah, a bunch of flags were flying.
Yeah,
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. won it, I think.
There you go.
It was his first win, too.
Yes, it was. Ended a 20-year drought or something.
Yeah.
Something
I learned more about Daytona than I ever knew yesterday. Yeah, but
they start with their Super Bowl because isn't Daytona that's their big deal, and then they kind of boom, and then it just goes on.
Super Bowl for them. That's what I was told.
Yeah.
So it was fun. So I'm down here, Gary. You'd love it, man. Come on down. And Gary's with a Berkshire Hathaway company as well. He's with Home Services Relocation. Yeah. There you go. So you guys are cousins.
Well, Mr. Buffett has a few companies out there.
He's got a few things going on, doesn't he?
Yes, sir, he does.
Shoot. Wow. So what are you looking forward to most of the next couple of days here?
Just connecting with, I have a lot of friends in the industry, obviously, from the time that I've been here. So it's always great seeing them. We had some fantastic board meetings this morning. So some really neat things that we're working on there. And I'm most looking forward to meeting some new folks because we got some new faces in here as well. So it's always great seeing the young up and comers. We got some really smart people in this industry.
Yeah, we do. You know what? And speaking of which, here I think we got one on deck here for us here.
She's very social though.
She is very social.
Yeah, you gotta.
Oh look, Jeff Wright from Court. It was great having you on. Thank you,
sir.
And I will see you around, man.
Sounds good.
All right. Yes, we've got Christina Blondheim, my good friend Christina Blondheim.
Hello.
Newly with Alta Vita.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say newlywed.
Wow, we are breaking all sorts of mergers here today on Love+Relo. Do you have something you want to tell us? What do you don't? That's a limiting belief. We're losing beads left and right. This is great. Hit that like button. Get in the comments. Yeah, you look lovely in navy, by the way.
Thank you. Do you like the new t-shirt that I do. Just got?
It's very nice. It's very nice. You want to get close to that mic? Yeah, there you go. There you go. You're good.
Okay, let's keep going.
So tell us about you just joined Alta Vita recently.
Yeah, I started with Alta Vita in January. I'm super excited. Director of Client Partnerships for the Americas. Our company is global. This is very distracting.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here, isn't there? Hey, let's give Christina a little round of applause there in the comments there. You know, get in there, send some virtual support, you know, out here. It's so funny because you're such a social butterfly.
I know. As soon as the camera's out, I just freeze.
Well, no, you're fine. You're with friends here.
Okay.
So anyway, so you joined Alta Vita.
Yep, I joined Alta Vita, Vivi and Carolina's team. I'm excited. I wanted to get back into something global. I wanted to get back into technology. So it's definitely been exciting.
You're the most global American I know. You're everywhere.
I do like the world.
You do. So this is really fitting. So do you see more international travel from a work standpoint?
I hope
Because you've always
so.
been traveling from a personal standpoint a lot.
So if Vivi's watching, definitely send me on as many global trips as you'd like.
Yes. Hey Vivi, good to see you. Hopefully out there, good to be seen. You just got back from a trip most recently out of the country. Where'd you go?
Yeah, so I had a few days off before I started with Alta Vita. I was actually with Charles Ameno. I'm not sure if you know who he is.
Charles.
We were sitting there having a margarita, and he suggested that I go to Lisbon because I realized I couldn't stay in Houston for an entire week with nothing to do. So I booked a trip to Lisbon. It was phenomenal. Didn't really realize where Lisbon was until obviously like 24 hours before the flight.
In Portugal.
I knew it was in Portugal, but
so where is it that we don't know? And if you've been to Lisbon, put it in the comments there. I want to know your favorite international destination, and we're gonna see if Christina's been there because she's been to a lot. Okay, so put your favorite international destination in there, and let's see what y'all enjoy doing. Look at the outfits.
It's crazy. There's a lot of color.
Insane right now. Looks amazing.
Absolutely. I love that they came dressed and well prepared.
Incredible right here. Can we get this in the shot? Get over here. Look at this. No, get behind. Get behind.
Right over here.
Right here. Look at this. You see this? This guy doesn't miss. Look at this guy right here. This is amazing. Who are you with?
I'm with myself, Dr. Chow. B&B.
Nice. What's up, man?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Founder on Beyond B&B Secrets. So.
All right, man. Well,
yeah, man.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming and stopping by, man.
Absolutely.
All right. Take care, Mr. Chow. All right. Yo. I mean, there we go.
I'm like shaking.
It's fine. It's good. You're fine. All right. So so where was Lisbon that you did not see coming?
What do you mean? Where was it?
It's in Portugal. So what's what you said you didn't know where it was? It was a lot further flight for you or something?
No. Flights never bother me. I can sleep 16 hours on a plane. Super easy. I'd never thought about going to Lisbon. Charles recommended it. So I took his recommendation. I had a fantastic time. Solo trip. Highly recommended. The food's incredible. The people are lovely. But yeah, I went to a restaurant called Alma, hands down, 2-star Michelin restaurant, amazing.
Wow.
But they put me on their Facebook page on their backdrop, so I'm kind of like celebrity.
Yeah, you're known in Lisbon.
I am
at Alma.
But then we went to Guatemala right after that, which was incrable. We hiked.
What did you do in Guatemala?
We hiked an active volcano, and then we slept in a tent.
At the volcano. Did you plan to tent camp? Was that the deal?
Yeah,
go
we knew. I tricked 9 of my friends for my birthday. They had no idea that we were going to be doing an overnight on a volcano or how hard the actual hike itself was going to be. 2 of us made it to the summit.
What did the other people perish?
No, one unfortunately had to take a horse up out of the first ecosystem.
I'd be such a horse. I'd be on the horse.
2 got altitude sickness, and then the rest, everybody else just kind of hung out at the campsite. And then my girlfriend and I, we ended up making it to the summit, which was 14,000 feet, and it was intense.
With friends like you don't need, there's a saying, right? Like altitude sickness. I mean, I would get altitude sickness at like 9,000 feet probably. And you're taking 14,000 feet.
It was phenomenal.
Well, I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
That was incredible. Okay. So you summited this volcanic mountain that was active.
Yep. So you could see the volcanoes eruption all around. There's multiple active volcanoes.
This is incredible. Get in the comments here. I want to know what you think about these stories. Do you ever worry about your safety when you're on the side of an active volcano or?
Yeah, sure. Too funny.
So your friends came, how many friends came along for this trip?
There's a total of 10 of us.
10 people.
Hmm.
How many did not survive?
Well, there's only 2 that made it.
So eight did not survive.
They did
This. They
halfway.
survived. They did not die.
They were phenomenal. Kelly over there with Hotel Engine was actually on it.
Kelly, what did you think?
Come over here,
Come
Kelly.
here, Kelly. Come here, Kelly. Come here, Kelly. I need an honest opinion here, Kelly. Come around over here. Come around over here.
This is my best friend, by
Kelly.
the way.
Hey, Kelly.
Hello.
Hey. What did you think when Christina invited you to Guatemala for her birthday?
Oh, I was all for it. This is like
Yeah.
our kind of trip.
Yeah. Did you know that you were going to be tent camping overnight on the active volcano?
I did. Yes.
Yeah.
I was trying to prepare them all for how hard the hike was.
Well,
gonna
she's from
be.
Denver, so she's born in the
Okay.
woods.
Okay. You're
Yeah.
born in the woods?
Yeah,
Is
basically.
that factual? Okay.
Yeah.
And did you have any issue with the altitude? 14,000 feet's a pretty high.
I mean, it was a difficult hike, but I didn't get
Difficult.
like sick by it.
Who had to take the horse? Who are we airing out right now? Who took the horse?
KB did. She has asthma though.
You
Otherwise,
took
she
an
would've been fine.
asthmatic on the side of an active volcano?
We really didn't think it was going to be as hard as it
No,
was.
we didn't.
So
What
we
did you
also
think,
hiked.
14,000 feet?
What did we hike? Inca Trail in Peru,
Yeah, we went to Machu Picchu too.
and we felt that was
Yeah.
like going to be the
We-
hardest
we-
hike we've ever done.
Yeah.
So we thought we could do anything on this one.
Okay. Well, you know what? I would die. So I'm glad I did not celebrate your. In fact, I'm going to avoid your birthday from here on out. I think. Do you do this every? Does she do this every birthday? Where she makes
Not every
people do
birthday, but
wild
we
and crazy
do.
stuff with her.
We do spontaneous trips a lot,
Okay. All
and
right.
we pick weird destinations too.
Okay.
Off the beaten path.
Right. What's the craziest place she took you for her birthday?
Not for your birthday.
What's the craziest place you've been with Christina Blondine?
I want to say tenting
Yeah, I
in
think that
Guatemala was pretty nuts. We just got back from Turkey. We went to Turkey last year together. Loved Istanbul.
Mhm.
We've done Peru. We've done Bali. That was
We've
our
done-
first trip.
Southeast Asia.
Oh yeah. Matt actually was
Yeah.
in Southeast Asia
Yeah.
with us as well. We went China, Cambodia, Vietnam,
Thailand.
Cambodia, Thailand. So lots of fun stuff.
Yeah.
International travels.
Hit that
My-
like button.
my
Get in the
comments.
comments. I want to know what your favorite place you've ever traveled to is internationally, globally. Let us know. This,
All right.
yeah, thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Yeah,
Thanks for
thank you.
stopping by. Christina, it is always a blast having you here. I appreciate you stopping by so much. You never cease to amaze me.
Well, thank you, Ben. I
You-
appreciate you having me. I don't know what to do with
Would
this.
you just keep it?
Well,
keep
it's like
it.
that. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Well, take some beads.
No, I'm good with the beads.
Oh,
I'll
just
get
like
some
a
later
nice,
tonight.
classy gold, just a little thin.
Like a
No?
gold chain.
Yeah, like
Alright.
2 chains.
Who's on next?
I think we've got Barb. We've got my good friend Barb
Good
Hale.
luck. Thank
Thank
you,
you so
Ben.
much. Come on over, Barb. Barb Hale, everybody. How you doing? Mwah. Barb Hale from Deluxe Suites.
Hey.
So good to have you here.
Welcome to CHPA 2023.
First of all, I don't think I would be here right now if it weren't for you.
Aw,
Yeah, I
I
don't.
remember that.
You're like my corporate housing mom. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be here without you.
Can I be an aunt?
You could be an aunt. Fine. No, you could be an aunt. You could be an aunt.
Okay,
for
good.
sure, for sure. But no, you insisted I come to CHPA,
I remember.
and I made it, and you like insisted, and I'm here,
And now you're like a name.
and now we're.
Who's
yeah,
going to see Ben Cross?
I don't
Have
know.
you signed up with Ben Cross?
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh! How come you didn't sign up with me, Barb?
Because I feel like I know you, like as
And
your
you're like,
aunt,
I've had
as Aunt
enough.
Barbie.
I had enough.
I can
She's like, yeah,
absolutely go see
Been
him.
there, done that. Got the belt buckle.
Yeah, no,
No.
it's all good. It's all good.
Are you enjoying New Orleans?
I am. I'm enjoying it very much.
What do you think about New Orleans for a venue for CHPA?
I
Not-
think it's fantastic, and the energy is really great.
Yeah.
But the cabs are tough.
Oh my gosh, the Uber situation. It costs $50 to go anywhere. It seems like. Well, $50 at night, $30 in the day.
Yes.
It's brutal. It's brutal. But I think I was gonna say it's getting better, but I mean tomorrow's Fat Tuesday.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tomorrow's the craziest day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Wednesday, everything just
And just chills out. Yeah. I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to going out tonight a little bit, actually.
You are?
Yeah, I stayed in last night.
Okay. It's fun.
I recharged.
Yep. It's really fun.
Have you had a chance to go anywhere?
Hi.
How's it going?
Jacqueline.
Hey, Jacqueline. How's it going?
Hi, I'm Barbara Hale. Thank you.
Yeah.
We just arrived and I wanted to come and say hi.
Yeah, hi.
We're here.
All right. Oh, very good. There you are. Are you with the Dr. Chow
Yes.
B&B Corporate Housing Arbitrage?
Yes, we are his partners.
Oh, very
And
cool.
also, his name is Fred. He
Okay.
founder of the platform.
Okay.
That,
Well, why don't you come on and talk to us about it? When you see I don't have anybody here, why don't you come
Yeah, we're
interview?
live.
We're doing a
That's
thing.
okay.
It's all right. Jackie, right? All right, I'll see you later, Jackie.
Can we charge
Sure.
her for entering my time? I'm just kidding.
No. Look at this. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Get in the comments here. Leave one here. We got people tuning in. Hit that like button, everybody.
Hit that.
Look at my ratings. Just go through the roof. When Barb Hale's on, through the freaking roof, breaking the internet over here, for goodness sakes.
Can we talk about CHPA?
Yes.
Now that I'm chair.
Yes. Wow. I didn't know I was in the presence of royalty here.
Mhm.
Let's talk about CHPA. Can we get a first couple of compliments in?
Yeah,
for
of
you here?
course.
We always have time for that, right? We got South Africa from David Yakum, who's also in San Diego, I think. Brenda Thoney Johnson, Deluxe Suites, the best in the business. I can't say enough amazing things about how different this
Love
company
her.
is. No cookie cutter apartments here, and outstanding customer service. Highly recommend. 5 stars, 2 thumbs up.
We spend a lot of money in references. I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. No,
Yeah.
that's our focus with Deluxe Suites.
Well, you do, and I saw Chris was just out in was it Vegas?
Vegas buying new furniture.
Buying new
for our
furniture.
apartments. Yep.
Do you ever call him and you're like, Chris, listen, enough with the furniture already?
No, you know what? Did you see what he posted on Insta? The
No.
Sherpa.
The
Sherpa's in. I'm like,
The
I
Sher-
hate Sherpa. I hate Sherpa.
What is Sherpa?
It's like the wool.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
like the wool.
like the shaggy, like the
Yeah.
almost like mohair, but like real,
Yeah.
like the real. I like that. You know what?
He does too.
Me and my wife have a fight going. I have a rug like that, a sheepskin or whatever, Sherpa rug. I don't know what you have. I have a rug like that. She keeps trying to throw it away. I'll go get it out of the garbage, dust it off.
That's like Chris and I. He got these Sherpa blankets. I'm like, I hate them. He's like,
Yeah.
they're staying.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Shout out to Chris Krashunas, by the way. One of my absolute
Hi,
favorite
Jamie.
people hanging in there. Look at Jamie from Mississippi here. Cheers from sunny Mississippi. Danny Herskowitz tuning in from New Jersey from Glomo team. Yes, Danny, wish you were here, buddy. Look, Brenda Thoney Johnson. I like Sherpa. Can we get a Sherpa vote in the comments here? Is Sherpa here to stay? Is Sherpa in or Sherpa out? I want
Sherpa's
to know.
old.
Sherpa. Well,
It's just making a comeback.
well, isn't it like a sheepskin?
It's kind of like that. Yeah, it's
What
kind of
is
like
it?
that.
It's like an animal pull, right?
Kind of. I mean, it's just that creamy,
Yeah.
woolly. Yeah, you know.
It's so warm and fuzzy on my toesies.
Oh, you love it.
I love it. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's just the bomb. All right, so tell me, Madam Chairwoman,
Yes. Yes, sir.
tell me. So you're the chair of CHPA this year. What does that entail? What does that involve?
I kind of took over like after this conference, then I will take over for CHPA.
Okay, so
Sorry.
this is happening. This is news. Breaking news. Barb Hale will be the new chair of CHPA after this conference. Stay tuned.
So, what is your question?
What do we have to look forward to under the rain? I don't know what we're calling it here. The Barb Hale years, as they will.
We have to look
refer
forward to the partnerships, right? And when I say partnerships, I don't mean because most relocation companies will be like, oh, she's using someone else's inventory. It's not that.
Mm.
I think that the corporate housing industry, we have to progress fast and efficiently.
Why is that?
Because I think that Airbnb is never going away. And we will all tell you we are not Airbnb. We provide 24-hour service,
Right.
whatever, right? So, but then you have to look at what's coming behind Airbnb and what's coming behind that and behind that. So
Like, you mean other competitors? Like,
I heard last night that there are developers out there building homes. So imagine I build you a home, but you and your wife are first married. I build you a home, but you have a rental in your basement. Freaking brilliant.
oh.
So you and your wife live upstairs, separate entrance.
So it's like the mother-in-law suite,
Yeah,
but like, yeah.
right. So now we're going to have more people entering this furnished housing industry, and how do you control it? And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, like, how
Sure.
do you have, boundaries around this business? So I think there will be a lot more furnished housing providers. What we need to do, though, is circle the wagons to make sure we're all offering a somewhat similar product and service to our customers.
So is that standards? What is that? How does that
Standards,
happen?
it's regulations. So one of my biggest fears in this industry are keys, right?
Yes.
So you stay in
I stayed at a place in Toronto last week, at a high rise in
Yep.
Toronto, and we were there for a week.
Yep.
And I worried about that because they had hard keys.
And so with those hard keys, and there are so many Airbnb stories that my family and I just checked in, and this guy came back looking for his wallet
Yeah.
and walked straight in the door with a family. It's unnerving.
Yeah. I was there on Friday. I was checking out. Maybe I was a little lackadaisical in my checkout. I turned around. I had my earbuds in. I turned around. There was a woman in my apartment. Yeah. I mean, I'm not complaining.
What was she doing?
I'm just kidding. She was clean. She was a cleaning
Oh,
person. She was a clean person. She's like, I'm here to clean the unit. I'm like, yes, that sounds good. I'm going to scoop my old bags out here.
yeah.
But I didn't know she was there. And I turned around. And she was like staring in there. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I could have been worse.
Safety,
Yeah.
right? People leaving things behind, cleanliness, hygiene.
Yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for? I mean, to make sure
Yeah.
that,
Duty of care. All the things
Duty
that
of
wrap
care.
up in the duty of care.
yeah, making sure you're cleaning the couch. If a dog just stayed in the unit, make sure you're deep cleaning carpets or replacing carpets from allergies. So, yeah.
Yeah, because you have people that want to get into this business, or the, even vacation rental business, right? I mean, is there a standard of how an apartment's supposed to be prepared?
Well, there's a standard within CHPA, and that's
Yeah.
why I'm saying that we have to move quickly and efficiently. And before we were trying to block them out, right? But they keep coming and coming. So
Yeah.
now my other
It's like
approach
World
is,
War Z.
let's
It's like the zombies.
embrace them and teach them so that we keep people safe in this industry.
Yeah.
Safe and clean.
Is it safe and clean? That is the slogan for this year's CHPA in New Orleans. So
That's a bad slogan.
we're gonna workshop that a little bit during the breakout.
Yeah.
Is that done through certifications? Is it done through regulation? How is that best done?
CHPA has a program or a test to be accredited, and it's called the CCHP. And that exam goes through everything that you could ever imagine, from accounting to operations to sales. And the duty of care is something that we just promote over and over and over again, because we do want anyone relocating. I mean, that's a bad gig, relocation, right?
Well,
Poor
some
mom
of
and
us,
dad.
some of us like it, but yeah.
No, I mean, for our customers,
you sound like
right?
my father-in-law. Relocation. That's a bad gig, huh?
No, I just mean these poor people are moving. Wife doesn't have bunco anymore. Kids lose their friends.
But Bunko's a Michigan card game for those of you out there who don't
Thank
live in
you.
Michigan.
And so then we're going to move them into a 900 square foot apartment. And how do we make them comfortable? And how do we make them feel safe?
Yeah.
And I know safe is a rough word in the apartment. Like, you can't say that in the apartment industry, but safety's everything. So, I mean, that's what we try to do with our certification, and getting the word out there that that's where it's at.
Yeah, I like it though. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. So basically, your units come with Chpa and bunko night.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm? Is that what I'm?
Oh, you forgot the wine, though.
The
You
wine.
gotta have bunko and wine.
Bunko and wine.
Yeah.
Bunko's like a book club, where it's like you go there to like do a book club, and then you just end up drinking wine and.
Yeah,
hanging
when
out
my
with
kids were small, I would
Yeah.
say I was going to bunko.
Yeah, just no,
We just drank.
just drank. Yeah.
We just
Yeah.
had wine time with the
Can't
moms.
play a lick of bunko.
Yeah.
I ended up at the Michigan SHRM
Yeah.
conference.
In Grand Rapids?
Yeah. I was in the presidential suite. I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. Just a bunch of ladies playing bunko. I'm not even kidding you. I'm like, hey, what's going on in here? Just a whole lot of Chardonnay and bunko
Yeah.
going on.
The two are like this.
I
Yeah,
was like, all
for
right,
sure.
sweet, Grand Rapids, let's
sure.
go.
Well, we are so thankful that you are here. And we are
Yes.
so thankful of your support.
Thank you.
And this has been a really nice partnership, and I'm
Yes.
glad we're friends.
Yes. Thank you, Barb. It's been great. Is Chris running around here?
He was supposed to
Somewhere?
be here at 3:30.
Yeah, he was.
Shocking.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hopefully we can catch him. I
We
think I
got
have
Patrick,
Patrick
yeah.
though.
All right.
No
bye.
slouch there. Hey, Barb. See you later. Barb Hale from Deluxe Suites over there. Look at this. Oh yeah, we're going to the bullpen. Have a seat, Patrick Flynn.
Got it.
From the bullpen. Bring it in.
All right.
We're just rhyming left and right here.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Flynn, tell everybody your company's name.
I'm Patrick, and I'm here with Xenia.
Xenia.
Yeah.
Nice. Get close to that mic.
Okay.
I know it's gonna feel a little awkward, but
You got
it's Mardi Gras.
No problem.
Look at this. Very cool. Yeah, and look, Jamie checking in here as well. Says spot on, Barb. Flexible and adaptable is key for survival in corporate housing. Very cool. Get in the comments, y'all. Hit that like button. Patrick, where are you coming to us from?
Down from Boston, and I'm with Xenia.
Yeah.
Xenia, we're a software.
Tell
as a
us about
service
Xenia.
platform. We offer a software platform that allows operators to run their business using a suite of automation tools, offering different types of insights and different ways to grow their business and manage it efficiently.
So Xenia spelled like Kenya with a Z.
That's right,
All right.
Xenia, Zenya.
All right, now like the shoe company from Italy. Just want to be clear about that. Although that would be cool too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Shannon, so as long as one person gets the jokes, that's all I need. Just need one person to get the jokes here. So what type of customers do you serve in the corporate housing industry?
Yeah, we work with a variety of different size corporate housing providers.
Is there like a size where it's like, okay, I need to go look at software, I need to look at automation,
Sure.
I need to look at these tools. I've probably been running this business off a spreadsheet or something like that for a while.
Absolutely. I think that once you hit around even as low as 20 apartments, there's value in having a software platform to run your business because it automates just all these day-to-day things that need to be done for your business to grow efficiently.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about automation because people use this word a lot, right? Automation.
Sure.
It can be scary for some people. I've also talked to some people that will probably be crying at the bar at some point tonight because some parts of their job need to be automated.
Sure.
And they're not automated. So what kind of automation are we talking about, Patrick?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, when you're operating at scale with say 20 plus units and you're dealing with all these different dates, for example, for one example, lease end dates, what we'll do is automate that process of making sure that those leases get extended and it's organized appropriately.
Lease end dates, I hear that move out dates, stuff like that. I hear that is a big complaint from relocation management companies when they don't know that the dates are coming up or somebody tries to extend and they can't, so like
absolutely.
What is the kind of the use case there that you're trying to solve for?
Well, what it does is it keeps your when you're operating your business, keeps you just a step ahead of the game, so you're not falling behind on those details, which are really important. And it also is dynamic, so those dates will update and reflect accordingly on lease agreements and paperwork within the system, just to make sure that you're able to grow your business and also make sure that you're keeping on top of your lease renewal rates and everything, and you're not getting charged late fees. Automations come into play there too. When you have a lease breakdown, it'll help you remember to get your security deposits back, which I'm sure a lot of operators know that keeping track of your security deposits, making sure that they return to you from the properties is a major component.
Is that something that's hard to track? I mean, is this somewhere like you found that, companies that are managing all these properties have all this cash out there and deposits maybe that they don't even know about?
Absolutely, yeah. And
I never thought about that.
And absolutely, it's easy. It's something that is easy to overlook because you're setting up, breaking down hundreds of units, and if you overlook just a couple dozen of those deposits, it adds up substantially.
Yeah, we've all had that. We've all had that landlord who doesn't give your deposit back until you ask them for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of these landlords is good. It's like clockwork. Boom, you get it back. You're like, oh, I forgot I had a deposit with these guys. And then some you gotta be like, do I got a deposit with you? Do I got a deposit with you?
Exactly.
I repaid that thing before I moved out. It's like, where's my money at?
This helps you. So the managers helps them manage their team to make sure that they're getting all the pictures that they need in line,
right?
All that. and what we do is bring it all under one roof, so you're not having to go back and forth between multiple platforms. That's one of the things that we've built at Xenia is just you can handle everything from the CRM all the way to the invoicing and reconciliation, just automated A to Z.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you.
So how long you been with the company?
So I started with Xenia after I closed down my last business in 2020,
Yeah.
and came on board consulting with them for a couple years.
Mhm.
And just recently, we were actually acquired by PrimeStone.
Oh, very cool.
Yep. So now I've moved into a different position with Xenia, just leading the sales growth for the organization.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So PrimeStone. Wow. So now Xenia and PrimeStone are now one or no? Are you-
So as part of the acquisition, we're tapping into PrimeStone's resources just
Yep.
to make sure that we're able to continue to add new features.
Yeah, because you guys have kind of different models, right? I mean, you're a software
Yeah.
company and they're kind of an operator, if I'm correct.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So this just gives us more resources to be able to develop and
Nice.
keep our pipeline moving along fast and growing.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's been exciting.
Very cool. Yeah. So what do you think about CHPA in New Orleans? I feel like, I studied literature in college.
Mm-hmm.
So I was an English major.
Okay.
And they're like, what are you going to use that for? I'm like, well, I talk every day in English. But we learned that the setting is a character in the story.
Okay.
And I feel like New Orleans is very much a character in this story.
I think so.
How are you finding New Orleans as a host city for CHPA?
I mean, I think it's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
I love the group of people. It's you go outside and it's just good culture. I think everybody's happy, so I like the vibe and the energy.
Yeah, I need some more purple. in
Lots
my-
of music, which is
Yeah.
nice.
Oh, music.
I need to
Oh,
catch
yeah.
up on the beads.
Yeah, you're
Over
behind.
here.
My beads are like going out.
I know those are nice.
They were lit, and now they're not lit anymore.
You got one light
Like
on.
they're like I got like 2 lights out of 10 right now going on.
Doing
Oh my
better than
gosh. I think my batteries died. It just
me.
started these things. There we go. Maybe get a little of that going.
See,
Maybe.
looking good.
Yeah, that's not gonna give anybody a seizure or
good.
anything.
Oh, what's up, Brenda?
Look at this.
Brenda, I drank my $6 water in the room. I meant to post on Facebook.
Look at this. Let's see here what Brenda's saying. Hey Patrick, wow, all these amazing people in New Orleans, Louisiana. The FOMO is real.
Mhm. Yeah, you need to get down here.
Yeah, you got to get down here, Brenda. We'd love to see Brenda. Brenda's awesome. Brenda's came from corporate housing before she.
Oh yeah.
I hear a band coming.
See, that's what I'm talking about. It's the vibe.
Yeah, the band. That's the second line coming through. I think. Adam, are we able to get this second line if they come through here? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what we got. A band. Oh, they're
Can I
having
steal these
themselves a
ones?
little P-Raid. Yeah, you
Yeah.
want those?
At my first set.
You can wear them.
All right.
Just hold on to them. There you go.
All right,
Now,
all
my
right.
man Patrick's in the
See,
spirit
now I'm
here.
getting into it.
Oh, look at this. We got a little P-Raid at the Mardi Gras. Actually, it's Lundy Gras today, I think. It's Fat Monday, actually. Adam, can you get that over there? Let's see where they're going.
I think they're going down the middle.
Are they going down the middle? Down the boulevard?
What's up, Jamie?
Jamie's giving you a plug
I
over
can't
here.
wait to see you, dude.
Can y'all hear that out there? Is that picking up out there? Is that mic live? Oh, they're probably gonna make a loop here. Can y'all hear that mic out there? Hit that like button. Let us know you're out there. This is fun here.
Oh yeah. See, everybody's dancing.
Hey Adam, can you plug me in over here, by the way? Look at us. Did you get to go down to Bourbon Street yet?
Not yet, but I want to. I was just talking to your coworker about that, actually.
Oh, Jana?
Yeah, Jana.
Oh, Jana's like the queen of bourbon.
Oh yeah.
Jana's been down on Bourbon Street.
Oh yeah.
There you go. We got Adam, super producer Adam in the house here. We're gonna start
Look
throwing
at
some
these. I've been
throws.
showing these off to a few people. Have you heard of this?
What are those?
It's called the Goldback.
The gold bag.
That's gold. There's gold actually in that bill, and this can be melted down. It's got its weight of gold in there, so this appreciates in value as opposed to paper money, which depreciates with inflation.
Whoa.
This is always going to appreciate. You can keep that one.
So what is this worth?
That's worth 1/1000th of a troy ounce of gold.
And a troy ounce of gold is like going for 240
Yeah.
bucks or something right now.
Nah, about 1,800, I think.
1,800?
Yeah.
So this is $1.80.
More than that. Yeah. This has more of a value than that.
Nice.
This will appreciate it. If you look it up online, it'll
Hey,
keep
y'all,
going
you
up.
see this right here? These gold backs here.
That's
Patrick, Patrick's over here bribing the host, which we appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at this. I think they're coming around here. I'm going to put this in my wallet.
That's
I got
real
all-
gold. Keep it.
I
Put it in your
will.
safe.
I will. I got all sorts of currencies in
So
here.
that in Nevada is real legal tender, and then it's available in 4 other states, but they're moving to other states.
Does it?
It's a good savings instrument. It'll go
Yeah.
up in value no matter what.
Store of value. Look at this. We got the parade coming here. Adam's going to see about this. There they come. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. It is the parade here. Adam's going to get some of this here for y'all. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, yeah. You see that? Look, we got a whole second line coming through here. Oh, my gosh. How you doing? Oh, my goodness. Wow. Wow. Hey. Wow.
Dude.
I love a second line. You know, for about 400 bucks, you can rent a parade in New Orleans.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
So that's about $400 right there?
Yeah.
Maybe.
How many members they got? 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 members in that second line.
That's pretty sweet, though.
Yeah, it's probably it's less than $1,000.
I bet in the
For that.
off season you can even get it less.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be down here for a bachelor party in April, and look at saying great show. Thank you, Brenda. Look at that. Yeah, no, I'm gonna be down here for a bachelor party. So the way I heard about it, well, I had known about it because I come to Mardi Gras, and I've come to New Orleans a bit and everything. So those are called the second line, right? And those guys come through, and then they just create a parade anywhere they go, right?
Yeah.
But so you can go to the police station in New Orleans and you can fill out an application, and they will build you a parade route,
No way.
and they will block the street off for you.
That's insane.
Christelle!
That's pretty cool.
Yes. And you will have a parade. Christelle,
you're
you got
loving it,
beads? Oh, you gotta have beads. Look at that. Good to see you. And yeah, and they'll block it off with police officers on motorcycles. And you can bring your alcohol with you, a bottle of whatever you want, as long as it's not glass. And could be a couple people, could be 100 people, can just literally walk around a square city block with a police escort and a band
That is sweet.
any time of the day.
So you're gonna do that?
I'm gonna do that for the
party?
bachelor. Yeah,
What month's that?
April.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
dude.
come back, man.
I'm down.
Look
I'm
at this.
liking it here.
Yeah, it's good times, man. Is this your
Yeah.
first time in New Orleans?
No, second.
Okay.
Yep,
Yeah.
I did Chpa here years ago.
This is great.
Oh yeah, but this is nice. It's a different feeling this year. I think feels good.
Look at this. And Andrew Acostello says, "Hey, Patrick and Ben, how are you guys doing? Unfortunately, I have to travel to Chicago next week. Couldn't be away 2 weeks in a row. Too much going on in Q1, but GHE is well represented with Catherine Acostello. Now, is there any relation there, Andy?
I think it's his daughter. I believe.
I know, right? I saw that in the program. Linda Gerard and Nola.
Oh yeah.
Andy,
I know
you seen your
Linda.
daughter down here? Let me know. And Jamie Masters saying, if you're using spreadsheets to manage your business, see Patrick. Having come from a corporate housing background, he understands the functionality that is needed for corporate housing, data, and analytics. Not to mention, he is one heck of a nice guy.
Thank you, Jamie. You're the man, dude.
Look
Love
at
you,
this.
bro. Look at Brad.
Brad's always busting chops here.
You know
Brad-
he wants one.
Brad says, how many Schrute bucks are equal to one gold buck?
No gold buck for you now, Brad.
Yeah, Brad, you're out. Man.
You're out.
You're out. You better go buy Bitcoin, Brad, because you're not getting any of these. I love Brad. Brad Hamlin,
Yeah.
what's up here? It looks like we got Steve Lowy coming up here next. Yeah.
All right, man.
So
Thanks for
much.
having
Thanks
me.
for the gift, and thanks for being
looking
here.
at my first beats.
I know. Hey, look at that.
See
You
you
kept your
guys.
shirt on. Look at that. Steve Lowy, get over here. Yeah, take care. Bring it in. How's it going?
I'm good. You?
Good to have you. Get
You
in
actually
here.
Pronounce my surname right, which is
Lowy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Normally, it's normally Lowry.
Oh,
People say
really?
Lowry,
No.
yeah.
Well, my good friend Adam Lowy, who founded Move for Hunger.
Yeah.
I just assumed y'all, you know.
We're not related.
Well, get in here tight to the mic so people can hear you. Yeah, get in here real tight.
Is that better?
Bring it in. Yeah, bring it in here. Bring it in. There you go. There you go.
There we go.
Get in tight. There you go.
Wow.
How you doing, Steve?
I'm good. I've been in the US for a while, so no jet
I
lag.
hope it's not rubbing off on here. Hope our bad habits aren't.
Eating habits are, yeah.
The eating habits are.
Although my colleague from the UK was here, and we shared lunch. We shared a plate. Yeah.
You shared lunch.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy for you. I guess that you're.
I'm going back to the UK on Wednesday, so need to reintegrate into normal portion sizes.
Yeah, normal portion size as well. Enjoy it while you can.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Steve, tell everybody what company you're with.
I am with the Resident Apartments and Anglo Educational Services.
Yes.
So we run service apartments in the UK, in London only, in central London. But I'm also chairman of ASAP, which is the Association of Service Apartment Providers in the UK.
In the UK.
Yeah.
We have some service department friends and fans out there from the UK. Our good friend Richard Majewski always tunes in here, so that's really cool.
We know Richard.
So how are you finding the States?
I've been in California for 10 days with our university partners, so over in LA and San Francisco, Berkeley. So yeah, it's been good. It's been really good. Positive, probably more positive at the moment with the student stuff coming to the UK than corporate. Corporate slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think certainly seeing a bounce back.
I can't help myself. I'm listening to you, but I'm watching a man on stilts right now.
He's just very tall.
He's he cleans the ceilings in corporate
Oh
apartments.
wow, yeah, he does.
Look at that. That is something
tall.
else.
Yeah.
This is some kind of a party here. Have you ever been to New Orleans before?
I was here in 2004 as a backpacker.
Oh wow!
So I did a cooking class and stayed in a really dodgy hostel and stuff. So slightly different this time, but not for Mardi Gras, which is a whole different experience.
Oh, it's a whole different. Look at this. We got this guy coming through. Maybe the stilt walker come over. Come make an appearance. Look at this guy.
See if he's coming in the
Look
background.
at this. You see this? There he is. You see him walking on stilts.
Plays basketball.
Yeah, he's sure. Yeah. This is great. So, well, welcome to New Orleans. Have you had a chance to go out and see the sights yet?
Yeah, we had a wander around yesterday. Went and saw a bit of the parade and went down Bourbon Street, which was eye-opening in many ways. But yeah, no, it's pretty intense.
Yes, it is.
We have our own carnival in the UK called Notting Hill Carnival.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, at the end of August, it's about 500,000 people in the Notting Hill area. Caribbean themes, different Caribbean communities come and there's floats and everything, pan music, reggae music. But yeah, this is American size. So
yes, American size. I like it. What was the best meal you've had since you've been here?
We went somewhere on Bourbon Street and had a touffee, gumbo, and jambalaya, sort of a trio, which was
that's very nice.
Which was lovely. When I was younger, I trained as a chef, so I love trying new food, and Cajun food I like particularly.
I tell you what about New Orleans. I think New Orleans is the best food city in the United States.
Yeah.
Some people think it's kind of lowbrow or whatever, just Cajun. I had some Peruvian food 2 days ago that blew my mind.
Yeah.
Octopus, tuna crudo, all sorts of stuff. It was just incredible. And I had something today, an oyster dish that I'd never had. Yeah. Every time I come to New Orleans, I've probably been here a dozen times. Yeah. Every time I come, I have a new item that I've never had before.
Yeah, well, I had alligator last night.
You had alligator. Was it your first time?
I think so.
How did you
intentionally?
Find it? Yeah.
It was our first time intentionally.
What did you think?
It was good. It was
good, right?
light flour, fried.
Yeah.
With a mustard dip. It was good.
Yes.
I gave it to a few people. They didn't know what it was, and I was like, "What is it?" And they're like, "Not quite sure."
Right.
And I was like, "Alligator." Like, this is actually really nice.
Have you had crawfish yet?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Do you like oysters?
I love oysters. Yeah.
Okay. So here, you can get your oysters fried. You can get them char grilled. Have you had char grilled yet?
I'm not. No. I'm more of a like
Steve,
al fresco.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, get them char grilled. They're still in the shell. but they're coated with like cheese, maybe spinach, whatever, breaded. Oh man, and they come out. Oh, it's almost like an escargot kind of vibe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just unreal.
Nice. Sounds
Charred
very
grilled
good.
oysters. Yeah.
I'll try.
Now,
I'm back on Wednesdays.
Are
so.
you a fan of the music scene?
I do. I particularly like Motown. And last night we went into a bar and they were playing Stevie Wonder, but
Yes.
then it turned into a rave within about 2 minutes, and there was no longer Stevie Wonder,
Yeah.
so we left. But
Yeah.
I do like the music. I think obviously Bourbon Street at the moment is probably not its usual vibe, but be able to just go in and.
Well, it's pretty similar. Oddly, it's
Oh,
actually
really?
like this all the time.
Oh wow!
But there's not as many lines to eat places,
Okay.
and it's not quite as expensive. It's not as hard to get an Uber, but the vibe is very similar
Oh
year
wow!
round.
Okay, no, I love all of this music. It's great.
Yeah.
So I was in Nashville for work in October, November, and there was also just a lot of live music. It's rare to get that anymore, and that was last night. Although there was a lot of banging noise, a lot of it was live.
Have you been to Frenchman Street yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh man, if you want the music,
That's French.
we're gonna
okay.
go to Frenchman Street tonight. So Bourbon Street is a place you go to get drunk, and
Yeah.
you happen to listen to music.
Right.
Frenchman Street is a place you go to listen to music, and you happen to get drunk.
Okay, it's good to
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Mainly jazz, yeah.
Jazz, blues,
Yeah,
Zydeco,
yeah. Also-
which is like kind of a black Creole kind of music, kind of like Caribbean bluegrass. I mean,
Oh, nice.
it's just unique.
Yeah.
It's so unique here. Yeah, I love it. I love it. So tell me, when you're not hanging out in New Orleans,
Yep.
and here at the CHPA conference, and you're back across the pond, what does your company do?
Yeah, so we the student side, we're a full study abroad provider. So we house about 1,100 students every semester and
Wow.
summer. We have faculty. We do professional interns for students.
And do you do the whole study abroad experience,
The whole
or
thing,
the,
yeah.
the housing piece?
The whole thing.
The whole thing, the educational
Yeah,
part
the
too.
whole educational part. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so we work with around 150 US universities. And then we have the resident apartments, which is our luxury, more sort of Relo brand, where we work through a lot of the Relo agents over here, housing their staff. And we have about 100 apartments under that brand in central London too. So, it's a bit of a switch of the brain sometimes,
Yeah.
particularly this trip where it was sort of 10 days pretty academic and then 4 days in New Orleans talking about corporate housing. It's different.
Yeah, and then so when you come to CHPA, what is your focus when you're here?
So one, I find it's very important to understand the industry from a global perspective, because
Yeah.
obviously we all have different trends and different ways of dealing with different issues that are currently in the industry. But also a lot of the relocation agents we work with who are global, a lot of their senior team are here. And we came last year for the first time and really found it very helpful to meet those sort of key decision makers and really be able to sit down and, break bread and chat
Yeah.
through things. And then with my ASAP hat on, we work quite closely with CHPA to share best practice in terms of what's happening in Europe, but also what's happening in the US, and see if there's any similarities.
Okay. Now, do you ever do like kind of a work with CHPA, kind of as in a way, you're kind of a counterpart over there, right?
Yes,
So-
yeah. And so ASAP and CHPA have been working together for many years. And when we're both doing white papers or studies, we're trying to see if any of the trends match. Obviously, the way that corporate housing is done here, even the lease structure or the
Yeah.
commercial structure is very, very different to the UK.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost not the same
How
industry.
so?
Well, notice here there's a lot of operators who have back-to-back leases.
Yeah.
The UK just can't do that. So as
Why is
an
that?
operator, a landlord will want a 5 to 10 year lease commitment on the whole
Wow.
block, and you tend not to have them dotted around in individual
Yeah.
apartments in
Right.
bigger developments. There's also a lot more apart hotels, smaller apart hotel brands that operate within sort of hotel usage. And there's more restrictions, particularly in London, in terms of length of stay and what you're allowed to do with those apartments. So in London, you're only allowed to rent an apartment for less than 90 days, for no more than 90 days a year. So let's say you specialize in Airbnb, you can only do Airbnb short stays for 90 days a year.
Right.
So it's a completely different you know.
So then what do you do with the rest of the time?
So again, luckily for us, our student side, people stay a semester, it's 15 weeks, so that's over 90 days, so that's cool. And then with a corporate side, we tend to be more of a long stay product. So we take, and then you sort of yield around that long stay business, basically.
Sorry, I'm getting my beads out here.
That's all right.
I find that you don't have any.
No, well,
I feel like you need some.
Us Brits are very reserved, aren't we?
I know you are, but you're not in Britain anymore.
Yeah.
You're over here.
Yeah.
So let me pick something for you here.
Okay.
Do you fancy any of these?
Well, my mum was Irish, so green might be the colour. Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
Well, there you are.
That looks exactly what I would normally wear on a Saturday night.
The Brits are very reserved. That's an understatement.
Yeah.
Here, let's see here.
We still wear socks in bed, you know.
That's funny. You know, we don't take reservations here in New Orleans. There you go.
Yeah.
And
that's
now
exactly right.
Exactly right. Now that's so I always found it funny that over here we kind of say corporate housing, or some people say temp living. But what do y'all call it over there?
It tends to be service apartments, and within service apartments, you have those who specialize in more corporate relocation. You have some which are more leisure focused.
Right. Do you distinguish between the leisure focused and the corporate housing? Like we'll say vacation rentals.
I think it's all bundled into one. But I think in the UK particularly, but also across Europe, there's a bit more blurring of lines between co-living, service apartments, what we call build to rent, which is like your multifamily home offering, even senior living. You know, there's people who are doing multi-use developments now where operational infrastructure is doing the whole thing, and we do the same really with students and corporate. You know, it's the same housekeepers, it's the same the reservations team, although dedicated to different parts of the business, all sit in the same office.
Right.
So I think that blurring of the lines, we're probably less defined than you guys, but a lot comes under the service apartment banner.
Well, so this sounds like there's a lot that's the same, but what's different about, say, housing for foreign exchange students?
There's not really that much difference. I mean, sometimes it's quality, sometimes it's pricing, sometimes it's location. But interestingly, particularly with the US study abroad students, they tend to want similar locations to the corporates. They want to be very central. They're not as adventurous. General students, international students coming to the UK, depending on where they're coming from, want different types of product. The Chinese students tend to want smaller studios, quite self-contained. European students tend to want to have more social spaces. There's been a huge increase in Indian students coming to the UK since COVID.
Wow.
And again, the Indian student demographic tend to be more willing to travel further out of a city because they're more price sensitive. And so where corporate relocation tends to be very much focused on location near to offices or certain parts of town.
More city center.
Yeah. Certain student markets have a lot more spread in terms of where they're willing to go and also the type of product they're looking at.
Really interesting. Now, do you, and I know we're running out of time here a little bit, but do you consider the nationality, or do you ask, how do you suss out those preferences?
Well, we only work with US students.
Oh, okay.
So ours is quite easy, but I sort of have knowledge of the whole sector, and that's ever changing. And you know, as you found out here over the last 10 years, different leadership in government creates different issues when it comes to visas. Yeah. And that's a big trigger for both students, but sometimes even corporate relocation, because if a country is seen as not welcoming, then certain countries people won't come. And so for sure with the UK, we've lost a huge amount of European students because of Brexit, but that's now being they're getting a lot of Indian students, and as China is reopening, I'll be really interested to see if Chinese students come back. Very much like, you know, corporate relocation, when certain regions have reopened, sometimes you get a surge and then it slows down. So.
Sure. Super interesting here. Steve Lowy, thank you for being here.
Lovely meeting you.
I hope maybe we get out to Frenchman Street tonight, maybe. Yeah. Have some fun, listen to some music.
Yeah, sounds good.
Beats looking good.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the beats.
Yeah, of course.
Lovely meeting you.
Take care.
Next up.
Yeah, next up. We got another hour here, y'all. We're gonna be going through and talking to Steve Lowe. We got Steve, Carrie Hartman, Ted Zerlinden, Jen Breen, Robin Spindle, Robin Joliet, Elizabeth Solioni. Gosh, Carrie, I think you're next. Come on down, and I'm gonna welcome you. I'm gonna welcome you to the studio here. We have Carrie Hartman here. Look at this. From Reside here. What kind of bees do you like, Carrie?
The bigger, the better.
That's all right. Okay, it's a family show, Carrie. All right, I know we're in
It's
New
all
Orleans here. Let's see here. How about these?
Those are
These look like you.
spectacular.
Yeah, there we go. Wow.
Look at that.
There you go.
Amazing.
Ta-da.
Brings out.
It brings out the black. Brings out
the Johnny Cash.
The black, yes. A little bit of June Carter for your Johnny Cash.
Yes,
there.
yes.
Super cool here. Carrie Hartman with 360.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the studio here.
Well, thank you.
How fun is this?
This is amazing. I cannot get over. This is like, you don't even need to go to Bourbon Street. It's just here.
Yeah, I mean.
For us.
For us. Although I don't see any of the grenade drinks or the hurricanes. So.
Oh, that happens in about, I think like an hour.
It does it? Okay. All right. Good. Golly, I need somebody to bring me a drink. By the way, people are having cocktails, right? Okay.
They are. It is happening.
Good Lord, I need a 15. You know. So, how's your CHPA conference shaping up so far?
It's been wonderful.
Just getting started.
It is just getting started, but this is one of my favorite conferences to attend each year.
Why is it one of your favorites?
Well, I think it's a great opportunity for everyone in our industry to connect and sort of recharge our batteries and learn best practices from each other and just kind of get the year off to the right start.
Yeah.
So
it is a nice way to kick off the year.
It is. It is.
Kind of before like the crazy peak season.
Yes. This is like the calm before the storm.
Yeah. If this is the calm, right?
It is the calm.
It's the relaxation.
If you can believe,
yes.
New Orleans is the calm. This is as calm as we get.
This is calmer than peak season. So what are what is your objective when you come here? What are you trying to accomplish, Carrie?
Yes, so many things. But I would say primarily having the one-on-one time with our partner network, meeting people, friends of old and friends of new.
Yeah.
That one of the things I would say is that thank you. I felt like I had to reach
Sorry,
up a little.
you can. That's about as far as this goes. So
Okay.
you can.
That's all good. Nope, that's
There we
fine.
go.
Perfect. Thank you,
It's
sir.
supposed to be a little uncomfortable.
Okay,
Like
just
Bourbon
enough.
Street. It's supposed to be just
Yes.
a little
edgy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, meeting old friends, and there's always such an ever-changing dynamic of partners and people serving our industry.
Yeah.
And this is a really awesome opportunity for everybody to come together and introduce themselves. So I think just getting out there, meeting everyone, hearing what everyone's been up to, what their plans are for this year.
I want to hear about that too. I want to hear about plans for this year and how you think it's going to shape up. Hit that like button, get in the comments. I want to hear from you if you're watching this right now. I want to hear your questions, your comments. Have you been to New Orleans for Mardi Gras or just been to New Orleans, period? What's your favorite part? Let's see. We got Drew Phillips checking in here. Great episode. Enjoy Frenchman. That's where I'm going later, Frenchman Street.
Nice.
Have you been to Frenchman yet?
I have not. I've only been to Bourbon Street.
What did you think?
I have not been there yet this time.
Okay. Like I
But
said
it's-
before, slightly uncomfortable. Yes.
It's an experience, to say the least.
Bourbon is slightly uncomfortable. No, but I was explaining to somebody earlier, explaining it too, right? So Bourbon Street is a place you go to get drunk, and there happens to be music. Frenchman is a place you go to hear music, and you happen to get drunk.
I like Frenchman better than Bourbon Street.
Yeah. So we're gonna go to Frenchman, and I think I'm gonna get a whole gang of people to come with me here.
Nice.
Tonight. Yeah, we're gonna have a little P-Ray down on Frenchman.
Fantastic.
All right, and then afterwards we're gonna go to Cafe Du Monde to get some of those donuts, those beignets.
Beignets. You can't go wrong.
With the chicory coffee.
Cannot go wrong.
Oh yeah. I got a whole itinerary.
Got it.
Yeah, this is
You
great.
have got a plan. That is your
plan.
objective.
I got a plan.
You
Yeah,
got an objective after
I'm
the
taking
objective.
everybody. We're bringing the love tonight here. Enjoy CHPA and Bourbon Frenchman Street tonight. We'll do it. And Andy Acasella says, Catherine is my daughter, and I can be there in 3 hours if I need to be. So spread the word. Yes, sir, Mr. Acasella. We will all behave ourselves tonight. It's so funny. So what are you hearing from people as far as plans for this year? I mean, kind of, I know you're around, you're talking to everybody, and you're kind of, reaffirming those partnerships, and you said, mentioning, understanding what people's plans are. What are you hearing people are expecting this year to be like?
I still think there's a little bit of fluidity, I think, in terms of some of the summer volume, and people are reassessing spend. I think cost savings and our customers having the opportunity to not sacrifice their programs because of spend and because of cost. I think that's a hot topic right now. How can we do with less? And then in addition to that, how they can diversify some of the travel plans that they have. So some of the things we're starting to see is where used to just be relocation had a certain solve, intern programs had a certain solve, business travel and projects had certain solves. There's a lot more blending of that in this year, a lot more diversification, which I think is really exciting.
Yeah. You mentioned about doing more with less, and it feels like that's the topic every other year. And we never hear the other way. It doesn't feel like it ever goes the other way. Where it's like, hey, this year we're going to talk about doing more with more is what we're going to talk. So
do more with less.
How do you cut? How do you cut and always kind of keep cutting? And where does that come from? And does the customer, the end user, right? The guest, if you will.
Yep.
Do they start to suffer at some point?
I think it depends on what the definition of more with less means to the client, right? If we think about it, I tend to think about it in quadrants, right? Are you looking for a high experience, high cost, high experience, low cost? You might want to, if money's the driver, maybe the experience, you've got to make some changes there. Yeah. So it really comes down to what they're looking for, and then you have to just sort of piece and package those together. But it all comes down to communication and partnership. I think that's the number one thing is, I always say I can't guess what's most important to anybody that I'm serving. So as long as there's transparency on what matters most, there's always options out there. They just might not look the same year after year.
Yeah. What are some of those options that you're seeing kind of popping up that are kind of interesting to you?
Yeah, I think the one that people have been the most open to in the last year or so, or more open to this year, is managed programs where they're wanting to take out set blocks. That is a huge cost driver. But there's a risk versus reward.
So how does that work? How would something like that work?
Okay. So if you have a client where they have a pretty consistent, so let's say there's always a bell curve of travel.
Yep.
And if you look on the edge side of their bell curve, not their peak season. Most people try to solve their peak season of travel, but what does your flat line look like?
Right.
Your worst year versus your best year.
Yeah.
And then if you know that you always consistently have a certain amount of travel in certain key cities, you can always look at the option of taking out long-term leases that you just filter people in and out of, and always allow for that occupancy to be above 95-96% before you spill out into other options. Right. And what that does is it allows you to have a controlled set of costs, and it allows to be. Ironically, people think that they're biting into a long-term commitment. It doesn't allow for flexibility, but that only comes into play if you overshoot.
Yeah,
your volume.
I like that though. I mean, because it's almost like a core inventory for a client.
Yes.
It's like here's your core, and then here's your flexible, augmented kind of inventory that you go to the market. Piece together. Instead of piecing it all together.
Some of our longer term clients have really seen the value of that, and it's but the key is it has to be high volume locations, but if you've got good data around what your travel behaviors are like, it's a relatively easy solution.
Yeah, super, super interesting. This has been a lot of fun.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to maybe catch you on maybe Frenchman tonight.
I'll be singing the loudest.
Okay.
Maybe I brought my bass.Maybe I didn't.
Oh.
You'll have to see.
Oh, wow. You play?
I do.
Oh, wow.
I do. I'm obviously. You look at this.
You think you're going to sit in tonight down there?
I mean, I don't want to give away all the trade secrets at this podcast.
I mean, I feel like we just need to block another 10 minutes right now and just go through your story.
Tad is going to be very upset with you. Yes.
All right. We'll make room for Tad if we have to.
He's got his makeup done and everything.
I know. Tad's already been in makeup for 30 minutes now.
It's a pleasure.
Awesome. I can't wait to see you tonight.
All right.
Let's wave. We got people
taking pictures here.
This is great. Tad, come on down. Thanks, Carrie Hartman from 360. Tad Zerlinden here from Eura. Tad, come have a seat, my friend. Yes. How are you?
Well,
it's good to see you.
I'm not sure. I'm not already exhausted.
Yeah, well, get in that microphone. You can talk softly, but you got to get in the mic there.
Right,
Yeah, there you go.
Doesn't work very
Yeah.
well.
Adam, are we still framed up? Adam's over here backstage with guests. How are you?
I'm fine.
It's good to see you.
It's nice to see you too.
Yeah. When did you get in?
Yesterday.
Yesterday, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. So
Yes.
have you had a chance to go see the sights around New Orleans?
We walked into the center of town this morning.
Yes.
The first thing we noticed was that someone had been out with some water jets and cleaned everything up.
Yes.
And, it was quite nice to go and look at the architecture in the
Yes.
daylight.
Yes.
And also, when you could just move around without all
Yes.
the crowd. So it was very pleasant.
Yeah. So every morning, New Orleans gets a bath.
Well,
It's about 6, 7. It's about sunrise. They come through. The street sweepers come through, and the hoses, and you
so
know,
they're well practiced.
yeah. Though every yeah. It's something. But so now, do you come to CHPA every year?
I have been to CHPA once a long time ago.
Yes.
But I suppose it's the sort of the fact that CHPA and Eura and WRC and
Yes.
CRC and IAM and FIDE are now involved in this Greener Coalition.
Yes.
Sort
Tell
of
people about that.
excited, well, made me want to come. Back at the Eura conference in whenever it was, June.
Yeah.
A
Phenomenal conference, by the way, in Sevilla, Spain. Absolutely excellent. Loved it.
I had lunch with Lynn Shotwell, Jesse Van Sass, and Steve Cryan, and we'd already Jesse had already been discussing the sustainability as a
Yes.
topic at the FIDE conference in Cannes, and we sat there and we said there must be something that as associations we can do together, which was something I've wanted for ages for the
Yes.
associations to get together. And yes, we've each worked with each other a little bit here and there. And so we all got together and we appointed Deloitte and we did a research project and we recently published the results, which is working towards creating a roadmap for the for global mobility,
Yeah.
and bearing in mind that global mobility can involve the massive companies and also the tiniest companies.
Yes.
And if you're a really small company, what do?
Yeah.
You need some guidance. So that's what we're trying to do, because a lot of our members are pretty small.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at CHPA, Eura, both very small companies. I mean, you have a lot of DSPs on your side, corporate housing office, very small. And a lot of these small companies, from what I hear, is they say, well, I don't have the wherewithal. I don't have the program manager to manage my sustainability program. I don't have the sophisticated purchasing to, professionals to go out and suss out whether these accreditations are true. And
so effectively, that's
There's
what
so
we're starting
vetting,
at.
yeah.
This is just the beginning. We've literally just started.
Wow,
So
that's great.
So we're going to hopefully take this, the Greener Greener Mobility Coalition.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a bit tired.
You're a bit tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're all a bit tired right now. And it's the first day.
Yeah, I know. It's I when I go to things, I really it would be really good to arrive a couple of days early to acclimatize.
Yes.
But on this occasion, it wasn't possible. Because,
Oh yeah, a little jet lag too.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. You're battling jet lag too. Tell people who may not be familiar. Tell people about Eura.
Well, Eura is an association which represents many different disciplines within global mobility. Primarily, we started out as an organization representing DSPs in Europe.
Yeah.
We now have member DSPs globally, but we've also attracted other disciplines like corporate housing, like immigration, like schooling, like moving.
Saw some movers, yeah.
So we basically have a very, very eclectic group of members. And in fact, it's very interesting when we were trying to do a survey of all members of the 6 associations. We were trying to figure out how we were going to send this thing without, some companies who are members of multiple associations receiving loads of them, and in the end we just said we're just going to send it. But the thing is that we sent this thing out, and okay, so people may have got many copies of it, but it's because we have members across we have members across.
We're good. Our feed's still live.
All disciplines. Oh, there we go. We have members across all disciplines.
Yeah.
I think in a way we've like maybe WRC and CERC, because we cover all sorts of things, all kinds of organizations.
Well, and you've got a big conference coming up. In like a month, 2 months.
At the end of April, beginning of May, yeah.
Yeah, tell people about that.
Well, it's sold out, so I'm really sorry if you.
Well, then don't tell people about it. Just keep it a secret. Well, the excitement of coming out of Sevilla and your conference there. I mean, it's no surprise to me that it's sold out.
Well, it's a nice problem to have.
Yeah.
And we actually managed to negotiate with the hotel about a month ago to increase the numbers by about 100, but we had a waiting list of 150.
Wow.
So we managed to sort some people out, and now I was looking this morning, we're back up to a waiting list of 75.
Wow. So I know how many folks typically go to a Euro conference?
Well, we like to keep it to around 600, 650, but we have been able to go a bit higher than that.
Yeah.
But the thing is that you don't want too many people because it becomes impersonal, and yet everybody wants to come.
Yeah.
So you've got a bit of a problem. So you kind of have to balance things and try and end up with something that works for everybody.
Yeah. How do you balance the inclusivity and the personableness of it all?
Well, I don't know.
Inclusivity,
we just say book early.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Book early and don't be disappointed.
There you go. I love it.
And of course we want to include everybody because we are a global family. So and we're really happy to see new members from new countries where relocation is beginning, or mobility is beginning to affect them or touch their country. So we want everybody.
Well, unfortunately, I can't make it this year because my son's 8th birthday is on the 25th of April.
Well, see, there we go.
Otherwise, I would be in Dublin. Where's next year's going to be?
Oh, I can't tell you that.
I was going to try to get him. It's always the best kept secret in relocation.
No. As I say, if I told you, I'd have to kill you.
I know.
And I'd have to smash your computer.
And smash. Wow, that'd be quite a scene, even for New Orleans, I think. Wow, I don't know. Maybe I can get give him 10 Sazeracs or something later, hurricanes or something. Get it out of him.
No, you won't get it out of him.
Oh, very good, very good. This has been a lot of fun as always. Sad to see you.
Nice to see you too.
I think we got to make room for Jen Breen here. Oh. Tad, thank you so much for stopping by.
All right. Pleasure.
Yes, pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Hopefully, we'll see you tonight.
Yes.
All right, that was Tad Zerlinden there from Euro, and we've got my good friend here. Jen Breen, how you doing? It's so good to see you.
Are we like handshaking
It's
or
so
are we
good to
hugging?
see you.
How are you?
I don't know. I'm amazing right now. I'm hanging out with Jen Breen.
I know. I'm excited to be
in
back
New
here.
Orleans.
I know. I never see you in Chicago, but I see you here now.
Well, you just had an amazing conference up there, didn't you?
No, we're getting ready to next week. Midwest Relocation
You
Conference.
got to get closer to the mic here. We're going to scoot you in a little bit.
Midwest, sorry.
Just scooch in.
I'm coming near you.
But just like to the mic. Yeah. So tell us about the conference at Midwest.
Yeah.
I got somebody from my team going up there.
You have Adrian coming. We're excited to see him.
Yeah.
So Midwest Relocation Conference kicks off. I feel like I've been planning this conference for 3 years. It was canceled in 2020.
Wow.
4 days before the conference because of the pandemic. So it's finally coming back to Chicago. First time since 2017 or 18, I believe, at the Drake.
I remember that.
We are excited. We have over 300 attendees.
I was at that conference in Chicago.
At the Drake?
Yes,
Yes.
because Bill, who spoke? The guy from The
Bill
Apprentice.
Rancic.
Bill Rancic.
Bill Rancic.
Spoke,
He, yes, from The Apprentice spoke, and he did a great job.
Mhm,
So,
yes, he did.
yeah, his sister actually goes to my kids' high school, and then we were
Nice.
able to get him to come speak. So it was a lot of fun.
That's great.
Yeah.
I remember I was up there getting my picture made with Bill. You know, I got my arm around him, and we're like smiling, we're like chatting under the, under our breath or whatever. And I was like, "Yeah, you sounded like you were in White Plains, doing that Trump Tower project." I'm from White Plains. Like, oh yeah, Bobby Virgilio. I'm like, no. He's like, Stevie Robertson. I'm like, no. I'm like, listen, Bill, I don't think we run in the same circles. I'll be honest with you.
He is a Chicagoan.
I'm not a real estate developer from New York. I mean, I don't know.
Well, he's a true Chicagoan.
Yeah.
It was amazing, but we're kicking off next week. I cannot wait. It's on Monday night. CRC's hosting an event to kick off, and then 2 days of a super conference for the Midwest. So really excited.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And tell us, the Midwest Relocation Conference includes what cities?
So it's actually 3 councils that come together: the St. Louis, Wisconsin, and Chicago Relocation Councils. So CRC,
Okay.
Wisconsin, ERC, and St. Louis. So we all come together and run this conference. But I was looking at the attendee list the other day. 27 states are represented,
Wow.
3 countries. So
3 countries.
Yeah, we're excited to welcome everybody into Chicago.
Everybody's been asking me, are you going?
I know I asked you, and you may have told me no. So
I think I did tell you no, but we're
it's
sending
okay.
Adrian.
I know. It's all right. I'm not
my
going to
better
kill you.
looking counterpart to be there.
Yeah.
Jana, don't laugh. Okay, Jana, he might be watching this. Okay. Sheesh, people.
No, we're going to miss you. It's going to be a great event. It feels, and the weather's great in Chicago. I don't know, I don't want to jinx it. I'm going to knock on wood, but it's been the best winter ever.
What are the odds that y'all end up at Redhead Piano Bar one night?
Oh, come on.
Isn't that just it just always
Yeah.
feels like it happens?
Well, I got to tell you, I think we're going to top it this year. Go Destination Services is sponsoring our Tuesday night event and at the Howl at the Moon, dueling pianos.
Wow.
Karaoke. So I'm waiting to see some fun videos that come out of that Tuesday night event. But
Nice.
I'm super
Shout out to
grateful
Go.
to John Merriweather. Yeah, he
Yeah.
sponsored the event. He's going to throw the party of the year for us
Wow.
on Tuesday night. So
yeah, we need video, we need pictures.
oh,
Shout
yeah.
out to John
There will be.
Merriweather.
Yes,
Tag John.
he's the best.
from
And then
Go.
it happens to be just a block or 2 from the Redhead Piano Bar, so that might happen.
Nice.
Yeah. Things
So-
don't change in Chicago. People have their favorites. So
Tyler says jealous of Adrian. See, Tyler, because Tyler came out. Tyler and Adrian just started at Glomo.
Yep.
Tyler hits me up. He's like, "Yeah, I want to go to this mobility conference in Amsterdam."
Yeah.
You gotta lower the asks just a little bit.
Chicago's a good second
Chicago's
choice.
a very
it's a good
nice,
runner up.
very nice. Very very easy. There you go.
And
Adam
there's
wants to go to
nobody
Amsterdam.
nobody nicer than Midwesterners. So we welcome everybody. So it's going to be a great conference. Like I said, 2020 felt like a bad country song. In 1 week, I had to cancel a conference. My company was falling apart. My kids were home. And it is unbelievable that we're coming back next week to run this conference.
It's
So
gonna be awesome.
everybody is very excited to welcome everybody to our hometown.
So let's talk about CHPA here because we're here and it's popping here. I'll tell
It
you
is.
what.
There's bands everywhere.
There's
There's,
bands.
everything going on.
People on stilts. There's all sorts. There's cocktails. I've heard.
Yeah,
I don't
I
have a
may have had
cocktail.
one before I came
I
on the
don't know.
show.
I don't know what I got to do to get a drink around here, but anyway, what are you looking forward to most about CHPA?
Well, I have not been here since 2020. I've not been here since the pandemic shut us down. So I'm excited to reconnect with partners, see our vendors again in person. It's a tremendous conference. It's 2 days of learning and 4 days of fun. So it's great to be here.
2 days of learning and 4 days of fun.
Yeah, the conference is only 2 days, but it started, I feel like, yesterday.
Sunday,
so
yeah.
So we're having a great time. It's wonderful to see people again.
I love it.
I haven't seen you in person in a long
It's
time.
been a minute.
So, yeah.
It's been a minute. I'm trying to think a lot. Was it Vegas? Did I see you in Vegas?
You did see me in Vegas.
Maybe.
Yep, you saw me in Vegas.
Yeah.
So,
So Vegas, October probably.
Yeah.
So that's
But
good.
no,
So at least twice a year we have
and
to see
fun
each other.
fact, last time I was in New Orleans, I had a 2.5-month-old baby and who's now 9 years old. So it's a very different Chpa for me this year.
Oh my
I have a little
gosh.
bit more freedom. So it's great.
Oh my gosh! And now your baby's you said
9 years old.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah. And I just went to my first Mardi Gras, so it's a lot of fun. I went to
Yes.
the parades last night.
Did you?
so-
Which parade did you go to? Bacchus.
Bacchus.
You went to Bacchus.
Yeah, I went to Bacchus last night.
Were you on St. Charles?
I was over by Canal, actually, closer.
Did you hear somebody? Like 5 people got shot last night.
Yeah,
over there?
but us Chicagoans, we don't.
You're like,
Yeah,
whatever. But how many died?
We didn't ask. We just, waited for beads. So
Oh my gosh.
no, we heard about it on the
All right,
street.
you have to get a bead for stopping by here.
Okay, great.
What color you want?
I think I'm gonna go with the turquoise. Whichever one's
Turquoise.
easy to get. They're
None of them, I think.
Well,
This
whatever you
is
want.
from you got these from the Endymion parade.
Yep.
So we went to the Endymion ball
Oh, yeah.
on Saturday.
I
It was,
saw that,
It was
yeah.
absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely incredible.
Well, I was lucky enough to be with Ronnie Pettyman from Synergy, who's lived here before. So she gave us like all the
Here,
behind
let
the
me
scenes.
put those.
Thank
There you
you.
go.
Finally,
There you go.
they have some color going on.
You do.
Yeah, finally.
This is great. This is only my second CHPA conference here.
Is it really?
I know, right?
When did you go to the first
I
one?
went to Tampa last
Okay.
year. What advice would you give to me as a relative newcomer?
Meet everyone. This is a friendly group.
Yeah.
It's a great group. Meet everybody and the sessions are really great. And
Yep.
the temp housing industry is an ever evolving, changing industry. So
Yeah.
learn as much as you can.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
I got a session tomorrow that I'm moderating, actually.
How are you? I'm in a
Yeah.
session on Wednesday.
Are you? Okay.
I'm hoping people are sober. Come to my conference.
What time is it gonna
I'm
be?
at 11:15.
11:15.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
doable.
hopeful. I'm hoping
That's
for the
doable.
best. Yeah,
Bourbon Street never closes.
I know. I saw that. It's much
It's-
like Vegas.
I was out very late Saturday night.
Did you? Did you get on a float?
A what?
Were
On a
you on a
float?
float?
No, I wasn't on a float.
I thought I saw
But we were like
something.
very close. We were float adjacent.
Okay.
We're in this like really cool party that like it's invite only. It was like 20,000 people at the
Okay.
convention center. It was black tie, ball gowns. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I've not reached your status.
No.
I was getting pegged with beads last night. yeah.
We were next to people that got hit with a frisbee. One girl got hit with a frisbee, busted her lip.
No.
At one point towards the end, they just start throwing whole bags of
Well,
beads
that's
out.
what there was kids near us, so we were trying to protect the kids. Like you're gonna get like knocked
Just
out.
laid out with these beads.
Yeah, so we were trying to protect the kids a little bit. That we
Oh
were
my gosh!
near.
Look, we got Rebecca Glatzoff for
Oh,
saying
my girl Rebecca.
hi, Jen Brain.
I love Rebecca. She knows she's my girl.
Look at this. Andy,
Rebecca is our planning chair.
oh, she is. Shout out to
Yeah.
Rebecca, the planning chair.
Our program chair.
Rebecca is an amazing planner.
She's our programming chair, and she's put up quite up the lineup of speakers. So she is a
Nice.
rock star in every sense of the word.
Love it. And Andy Acasella saying, looking forward to MRC next week. Jen missed CHPA in order to be in Chicago next week. Make sure you say hello to Linda Gerard and Catherine
I will.
Acasella.
I saw them walking by, so I will make sure to say hello, and I look forward to seeing you next week, Andy.
Yes, this is awesome.
Yeah.
And we
Whoever
got-
I miss this week, we'll see you next week. So it's really a nice 2 weeks for me.
Where's this bar located?
It's all the way in the corner. Do you need it?
Nice.
You need
Would
you
you-
need to
would you
get
give
like
me a-
valet
Would you-
service.
yeah, would you give me a? Would you mind?
Yeah, we'll get you valet service.
I mean, fortunately, I'm in the most
I've known you
hospitable.
for a long time,
I'm in the most
so-
hospitable group in the world here.
I'm gonna see
I'm
if that
dying
guy on
right now.
stilts can bring you.
I got
a
another
drink.
20 minutes. I'm on the back nine here. I got another 20 minutes. I've been on for an hour and 37 minutes here.
So water's not doing it for you.
Well, water.
The special drink is a mojito if you want one.
I would love a mojito.
The specialty drink is a mojito.
Oh my
so-
gosh. Sponsored by Sweet Home,
Oh no, I'm
Jen
not.
Brain.
I probably
and
just took somebody else's
The
sponsorship.
mojito queen of CHPA here.
Yeah.
You want to give people a final thought? We have a couple more guests coming up, so stay tuned in there.
Yeah.
Hit that like button. Get in the comments. We're going strong until 6 o'clock Eastern or 5 o'clock Central or 4 and so on.
He'll
and so
be
forth.
stronger with a mojito here in a minute.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
Yeah, so it'll be good.
Oh, it's so good to see you.
So good to see you.
You're amazing.
All right, I'll talk
Thank
to you soon.
All right. That was Jen Brain from Sweet Home. And now we've got Robin Spindle. Spindle or Spindell? Spindell. Robin Spindell. Oh, bring it in. Oh my gosh, bring it in. Thank you. Come on, get in here. Get in here.
I haven't
There you
seen
go.
you since like Happy Hour in New York.
I know Manhattan, right?
In Manhattan, I think we were at something Fifth Rooftop,
Like Loft on Fifth or something.
something like that. I
I've
can't
got
even
beads
recall.
here. You need to have some beads here. So pick a color. I know you have some already.
Let's see. I'm gonna go for green.
I think green's the one. You're missing green here.
Well,
So-
if you saw me yesterday, I was out on Canal Street,
Oh,
and I have
not your canal. Their
No.
canal. 'Cause
Their
you got a
canal.
canal too.
I
You hear that
I
accent,
do.
right?
Yes.
That New York accent. Is it Brooklyn?
No, it's Long
Long
Island.
Island.
Long Island.
Ah, Long
I can
Island.
accentuate it.
Long Island.
But
Okay. So you're on
yes,
the canal.
I collected
in New
about
Orleans.
50 necklaces, which I'm bringing home to my child,
Yes.
and lots of other fun things that were thrown from floats.
Accoutrement. Yes. Oh my gosh. This is the thing. They get so tangled up in
you
here.
know what? I'll take whatever you can get to.
Well, I don't. Here, no, I got them. I got them. Here's the thing here. Allow me. There you go.
Thank
Ta-da.
you.
Very nice. Very
Ta-da.
nice.
Are we frozen?
No. It's not. We're not that cool. All right. So you're on Canal. What parade were you at last night?
Oh my goodness.
Is it Bacchus?
Bacchus. It was
Yes.
Bacchus. And I got a special medallion. Actually, Jen Breen was with me.
Yes.
And she caught a bag of medallions from the Bacchus parade that were also magnets. And people were coming up to us from all over trading other types of things that they caught off the floats because the Bacchus medallions were supposedly very valuable.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Bacchus is one of the biggest crews in New Orleans. And it's up and down Canal Street. Oh, we're seeing all our friends are on here. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Are you enjoying this?
I am loving it. And I have volunteered pretty much every year since I joined the industry
Yes.
for CHPA. And finally they said to me, okay, Robin, it's time. Step up.
Yeah.
Conference co-chair. So I'm working with
Conference
Gabriel.
co-chair.
Yeah, I'm working with Gabriel. He's terrific.
Oh my
And-
goodness.
And
So that makes
wait,
you like
it's-
kind of the queen of. So there's like Mardi Gras kings and queens of all these different
Uh-huh.
crews. Conference co-chair. I mean, that makes you like the CHPA queen this year.
I guess so. I don't know.
If there was a parade, you would be on it with a massive headdress.
I really like the show Ginny in Georgia. And I
Okay.
said, well, in Georgia, when she's like marrying the mayor, she says, I'm mayoress. So I said, I'm mayoress of CHPA.
Yes. There you are. We are here with Mayoress, the Mayoress herself, Robin Spindell from Synergy. Now, tell me, I heard there's a party tonight, a Synergy party.
So the Synergy Party is really a way that we're going to honor the best of our supply chain.
This
So-
is a long run up to me not getting invited, I feel like.
Oh, well, it's
I'm just kidding. I'm just
honorary
kidding.
invitation.
I'm just kidding.
We literally wanted to invite every person here.
Yes.
But we chose a very iconic venue called Acme Oyster House.
Oh, Acme
No,
Oyster
don't just
House.
show up because you got to have a wristband to get
Acme
in.
Oyster House. You heard it here. Acme Oyster House. Get there early. Just kidding.
And
No, it is. Acme Oyster House is one of the most well-known oyster places in New Orleans. It's on Bourbon Street. They do the char grilled oysters, which I'm such a fan of as well.
I can't wait to try them. I
Oh,
have not tried a
incredible.
lot of food here yet. I've been living off of like Starbucks since I got here.
Yes.
So anyway, they give us a very strict fire code limit on guests.
Mm.
And in retrospect, I may have chosen someplace differently just so we could invite more and more people. But
It's okay. It's
listen,
all
we're,
right.
we're inviting those who are up for awards. We're giving out the Synergies,
Oh wow.
which is our big
I
supplier
love that,
awards.
by the way.
Mhm.
Are you doing it there at the oyster
Yes,
the oyster
we
house?
are. We are. That's
You're
the
doing
reason
an
for
award
the event.
show tonight?
I am.
Wow. Are you nervous? You got everything planned out?
We have it all planned out. I was on the planning committee. I am not the MC. So I relinquish and I leave my mayoress duties at the door.
Oh, so you're just gonna go enjoy
Charlie
yourself.
Musty is our MC,
Very nice.
and she is going to make sure that event goes swimmingly.
And what are some of the awards that you give out?
We give out, let's see, we give out, I'm trying to think, we name them after our specific core values.
Oh, I love it.
So we have a rock star award. Everything's with ours. We're a restless reward,
Oh.
a resilient award. And I'm trying to think what else I'm
Rockstar
leaving out.
and,
Rockstar, restless, resilient, a remarkable award.
Remarkable.
So the most remarkable supplier. But each of them
Nice.
stands for different things. So the rock star is voted on by peers within the industry. Synergy does the first round of nominations, and then the peers need to vote and choose who they think is the rock star in the industry out of our chosen suppliers.
Well, that would be a fun award to win.
Yes. And then
a
we have,
Rockstar Award.
it would be. Are you a rock star?
I'm not even invited. Am I a rock star? I'm not
You're
even.
making me feel
I'm not
bad
even gonna be in
here.
a room. I'm not even shortlisted. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I didn't.
Well, are
I
you
didn't
going
mean
into the
beat-
corporate
beat up
housing
on her.
business? Are you going to have some apartments? Then we could nominate you next year.
I need to get, honey. We're moving out of our house. We're getting apartments. All right, I have to win this award. We're getting apartments. Yeah, all right. I'll start renting apartments to people. That's what I'm gonna start doing. I need a new business anyway. I'll be an operator. What market should I go to? If you needed help in one market, because I know y'all serve the world, right? If you needed help in one market and somebody's listening out there and they're like, you know what, I got $100,000 laying around, I'm gonna start a furnished housing company here. What market would you say that they should get into?
So, I mean, we do get a lot of requests in Austin, but we have some great partner providers there already. India is our newest market. India's a new market that
Indiana.
No,
India. Got it.
India is huge. It's exploding.
That might be a little far.
That might be a little hard for you.
Kids.
I mean, we just opened in Washington, D.C., and we have some great partners
Yeah,
there. We have our own property there.
Yeah.
And we could use some more
All
inventory.
right.
So why don't you go to D.C.?
D.C. Well, Austin's closer, but D.C. Okay. All right. Maybe I'll give me a little something in D.C. here. I got somebody. I think Rihanna on our team is in Northern Virginia. She'll manage our properties out there. Very cool. This is great. So you're the co-chair of CHPA. You got your Synergy Awards tonight at the historic, iconic Acme Oyster House. Get there early. And just kidding.
I'm also bus captain. For anyone
what does bus captain mean?
I have
how many jobs how many paychecks are you getting out here?
I'm volunteering for all of those.
Oh my gosh.
But listen, I got sent to this beautiful place to celebrate Mardi Gras in New Orleans, to sit here and talk to you.
Yes.
To see 550 of my closest friends.
Yes.
So, I can't complain.
All right. After the Synergy Awards, which are invite only, what is going to happen after that? Where is everybody going out tonight?
I am not
I'm
sure.
gonna throw a suggestion.
I know there's some more
there.
parades.
I'm gonna throw a suggestion out there. Oh yeah, there are parades. There's parades tonight, and I think there's parades tomorrow too. I was gonna throw this. I want to go to Frenchman Street. It's like a live music, like it's all live music. She's non-committal. All right.
No, tell me all about it.
Yes.
You know what?
That's a hard.
I am so excited
what?
to be here that I am staying past the conference, and I'm going to
Yes.
discover the rest of New Orleans past past
So when are
Mardi
you
Gras.
leaving?
Saturday.
Wow. So I got here. I was supposed to get here Friday. I got here Saturday.
Have you explored?
I've explored a bit. Yes, a little bit. But I stayed in last night. It was too much, so I had to take it easy. But do you have any plans on?
I've been really careful since I got here. I have met too many people who haven't felt good because they've had fun enjoying hurricanes.
Oh yeah.
And
you gotta stay
really
away
getting
from
out
the
there.
sugary syrupy. You gotta stay away
I'm
from
being
that.
careful. I've got wine. I've got
Wine,
vodka.
beer. Yeah.
Good martini.
Okay, yeah, be careful with those martinis. Take it easy. I'm having a martini. I'm just gonna take it easy tonight. This is great. You're obviously the co-chair, the mayoress, if you will, of the CHPA conference here. It's only my second one. What advice would you give to folks who maybe this is their first CHPA conference?
Well, I think everyone here, the interesting thing that drew me to this industry and why I stayed in this industry, I've been in the industry for 10 years, is that yes, we compete against each other to win business, but we really support and partner with each other. And I've never seen an industry that operates that way. So my recommendation is, while you're here, meet people, walk up to people. Everybody wants to meet someone here because we all have something to gain and we all have something to give. So just because you're not sure that you're going to do business in that part of the country, somebody might know someone else to introduce you to. They might be able to give you an idea on how better to get the word out in your specific locality. They may have a client who's looking to book into your market. So there's so many opportunities. And for me, I got really involved in CHPA because I didn't know anything about the industry. I lived in a corporate apartment in my previous role before I came into this industry. And I knew nothing about what put that together. To me, it was like, this place was it's furnished.
Right.
Somebody has it, and
You
they
didn't even
sublet it
think
to
about
me.
everything
I
that
didn't
went
think
into
about
it.
it.
Yeah.
And I came here to learn more about the industry, and I really did. And then I made connections, and those connections have helped me with jobs, with partnerships, with accommodations at places, with knowledge. And it's a giving experience. So really, it's connect and learn.
I love it. And that's great life advice as well. Robin Spindell, Synergy Global Housing. Robin, thank you so much. Conference co-chair, amazing planner also of these amazing Synergy Awards. I can't wait to hear how they went. I hope I see you tonight afterwards.
Frenchman Street.
Frenchman Street or the parades. I think it's parades going down Canal. It's going to be incredible. Thanks
Yeah.
for being here.
It's nice seeing you here, Ben.
Yeah,
and
for real.
I'll see you at the next event.
Sounds good. I'll see you tonight, hopefully.
Yes.
And then let's see here. We got, gosh, we've been here almost 2 hours here. I think that I saw maybe Elizabeth go by. Where is she? Is she around? We're gonna have Robin on, or not Robin. We're gonna have we're gonna have another Robin. We had another Robin coming up. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't think she's coming on there. So we got Wendy over here. Hey, a shout out to Jen Brain, by the way, for hooking this mojito up. My goodness. Adam, you want to come sit in here with me and we'll chat a little bit? This is the first, y'all. We got Adam Sotelo coming in, super producer Adam, who's always behind the scenes. Coming in here. Get over here, Adam. Adam produces this thing. Hey,
Man,
buddy, how you doing, man?
what's up? How's it
Yeah,
going?
we gotta get you there.
Hey, look at that.
Look
All
at
the
this.
time.
Adam, how are you finding CHPA, man?
Man, I mean, the fact that I didn't know global mobility was a thing 6 months ago.
Yeah, maybe like 4 months ago. Yeah.
And since hopping on board with Glomo, being able to see the entire community
Mhm.
and now CHPA and what shindig they can throw during Mardi Gras.
Oh, there's a lot of
Pretty
shindigging
wild.
going around.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah. Is this your first time in New Orleans?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a pretty nice lunch today, didn't we?
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Took a while to find the spot, but you did
Well,
good.
everything takes a while in New Orleans. Everything moves slow. We
Yeah.
call it the Big Easy.
There you go. There you
It just
go.
moves slow. It's just, everything's slow moving around here.
Amen.
But like the show is going 2 hours. It is a nice slow show.
Yes.
Show goes an hour.
Yeah.
Hey, so Adam joined the team 4 months ago here. He's our video production manager. Anything video kind of content, related. He kind of works on that stuff, produces Love+Relo for us, well, some of our
Yep.
other stuff, and does our video production that we do for outside companies, our clients. Adam, what's it been like 4 months now and into this whole thing?
It's been phenomenal, honestly. Not what I
Put you on the spot.
Yeah, no, yeah.
What did you expect?
Being someone who is self-taught in the video world, I've been fumbling, stumbling, rumbling for a few years, starting out, cutting my teeth with it. But I think being able to have all of those experiences has allowed me to really see the value I can bring, but more importantly, the value you can bring to my mindset on what people in the global mobility companies in the global mobility space really need. And it's been really cool to partner up with you and partner up with the company in a way that I haven't really had the chance to ever. So I appreciate it.
Well, it's been good having you on board. I mean, we've done a lot of stuff. I mean, your first day on the job, I think, was
flying to Vegas for ERC day one.
Hey, welcome to Glomo. Fly to Vegas.
Sink or swim, my guy.
Yeah. And then the week after that, you flew to Atlanta.
Yeah, I was like, where
for
did
the
we go?
International
Man,
Association of Movers Conference.
it's been wild.
And then last week, where were you?
Toronto
For the week.
Yep.
And then in that conference.
Thank God I made it
cool
back
videos.
through customs.
Oh my
that was an
goodness.
experience.
I mean, but that's the thing. Like, you learn, you live, and you learn, right? You do stuff, and then you realize, oh, crap, I need a declaration form for all this amazing gear that I'm taking across the border.
Exactly. But we made it. We made it. So we know for the future, but we made it.
Tell people out there what other types of video production you do outside of like the Love+Relo show.
Yeah. So being able to really help companies share their story, I think, is the key thing that we're trying to accomplish here. And so, yes, Love+Relo is fantastic to be able to share what the communities can come together with through Love+Relo. But what Glomo is really able to do now with being able to partner with them is in the mobility space, companies are always trying to acquire the right clients, the right partners, the right people, but that takes being able to share the proper story so that other companies know what they're looking for and people are looking for when they partner. And so production that we're doing is being able to share that story,
Yeah.
right? Either we do it through, like we've talked about, through maybe clips and campaigns,
Right.
where we take an assortment of interviews, testimonials, or how-tos, and we break those up into 15, 30, 60-second segments that can be shown on social media, on websites, and this and that. But then we can go more cinematic. We can share that journey of a client working with you, or that journey of someone's life changed because they worked with your company. You know, and then the last thing is being able to simply do testimonials in a way where you now have those on your website. You now have people visually telling everybody else how great of a job you've
Right.
done for them.
Oh yeah, I mean testimonials and the voice of the customer.
Oh, man.
is probably the most compelling thing from a sales standpoint. I think
1000%.
you could do. Yeah, super cool.
Yeah,
so
man.
What kind of video? So we're up in Toronto for a week.
Yep.
And we're working with the International Association of Movers, who's been a client, going on our third or fourth conference with them. Fourth year.
Shout out to Chuck and Brian.
Yeah, shout out to those great folks at IAM and everybody who goes into planning that conference.
Wow.
What type of video work are you doing with them?
Right now, we're doing our due diligence to be able to give people a real vision of what they can expect at this upcoming IAM conference, for sure. So we were able to tour a lot of venues, tour a lot of hotels, and the overall exhibit hall, which over 100,000 square feet of space. So the goal is being able to represent what people are going to experience there through a promotional campaign. Whether it's, you know, however we decide to slice and dice it, could be one good video, could be four, you know, it depends on how we want to break up the knowledge for people.
Nice.
So yeah,
that's gonna be really fun to see. I got some really great shots in there.
Definitely.
Got some cool video and stuff going on.
Yes.
There's some real characters floating around here, man. Look at this.
I know.
This is great. I love it. How's it going?
Hey.
Everybody's having a lot of fun here.
Yeah. I think we got Elizabeth over there.
I know. I think
hanging
Elizabeth's
out.
Waiting for us here.
All righty.
Who'd she lose? Elizabeth? You lost Elizabeth?
She's right there.
Yeah.
She's waiting for me. She's ready to hop in. We got more people on the roster.
What do you want people to know out there? You want to close with something?
Yeah. So real quick, I would say really think about how you want to save time first and foremost, and how you want your story shared, because that's what I do. I'm a big visionary with every time I see a video, the way that I think about it is the production value that a company put into a video subconsciously translates into the value they're going to really put into me. And so being able to have your story shared properly, whether it's through Glomo or whether it's through another company, at the end of the day, you got to make sure people know why you do what you do as a company.
You know, that's so interesting. I never really thought about that, but we do look at the quality of people's marketing and the quality of the way that they kind of present themselves. And we do draw a conclusion, I think, about how they're going to treat us as well.
Yep.
I never really considered it that way. So yeah, it's really interesting. You know, I look forward to doing that with some new clients and stuff in 2023.
Heck yeah. We're excited to really pump people's marketing up to a new level.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that that's one thing our industry hasn't always done, is tell their story as effectively as they could, you know, which is why in the corporate housing industry, for instance, you know, Airbnb's out here, you know, doing all sorts of big stuff, but you know, we're kind of as an industry kind of like fighting those types of folks with budgets like that do incredible storytelling, big box hotels, you know, just anyway, big time websites. And I think smaller companies need to kind of access a little more firepower from a marketing standpoint in order to be able to compete with those companies.
And I think, to wrap up, I think that's where Glomo has the upper hand, is we can be, and because of you and because of Jana and Danny, all this and that, we can be way more efficient with less, because a lot of production companies will come in very blind and not know where to be effective with cost money.
That's true. Yeah, it's a great point. Excellent point, Adam.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Let's
Thanks
get
for stopping
Elizabeth
by.
over
We got one more guest here. We got Elizabeth Soley at Jacob Street Partners. Come on down, Elizabeth.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello there.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
It has been. And here we are.
Yeah.
What is it? Vegas? Was that the last time we hung out?
I don't know. Was there maybe a Christmas event here or there somewhere?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Gosh, it's like a blur, right? It's like hard to keep track of. So how are you finding New Orleans?
I haven't seen that much.
Oh, you've been kind of in the hotel a little bit.
Yeah, I got here and we went out for dinner last night and walked back, but
Yep.
there hasn't been a huge amount of interaction. It was just busy getting the booth set up and
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So yeah, there seems to be a fair amount of folks kind of running around here in the expo hall. Is your booth near here?
Yeah, our booth is just one aisle over.
Oh, very nice.
Just right over there.
Well, cool. Everybody stop at the Jacob Street booth.
602.
602. I think we're at 803 right now.
And we have some delicious cookies.
Macaron, maybe?
Actually, they're
No.
sugar cookies. They're
Sugar
they're the
cookies.
Jacob Street sugar cookies.
Oh, very nice.
We have some homemade lip balm
Oh, wow.
that I made.
Really? I didn't know you made lip balm.
I make all forms of beauty products, from soap to bath bombs to lip to skin.
Oh my
creams
gosh.
and all kinds of stuff that you
I
end up.
feel like I've
body
known
butter.
you for like years, plural, and I never knew that.
Yes, that was kind of a weird COVID thing.
It was a COVID thing.
It was a weird COVID thing that
Some people got a dog. She's got a cottage industry.
I need to be creative.
Yeah, no, everybody needs an outlet like that.
Yeah, you need to.
Can I
so-
interest you in some Mardi Gras beads here? Can I get some little color, maybe?
Sure.
You know, this is the woman that has the best jewelry in the business. You and Louise Neal have the best jewelry in the business.
Yes, she has amazing.
And I
jewelry
feel like
as
you
well.
need a pop, just a pop of color here.
Yeah.
Are you a purple, a pink?
I'm a
You've
pink.
already got your kind of, yeah, pink. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this came from the Endymion
Oh.
parade.
But-
These are special.
Ooh.
If
Well,
I can get them out.
Yeah, and if you can't, that's okay.
No, you're not getting out of this, Elizabeth. Okay. You're not gonna. Not on my account. Let's see here. Yeah, I usually spend most of people's 10 minutes kind of just futzing with beads. So tell people also who aren't familiar with Jacob Street, maybe just kind of tell people a little bit about Jacob Street and how y'all play in the corporate housing space.
Sure. So,
While you do that, I'm gonna
thank you.
give you one of these. There you go.
All right.
Fabulous.
Now I got it. So I'm the child of a transferee. I started my career in relocation, working in corporate housing, and then went and worked for a relocation management company. And so relocation is just kind of in my blood.
Right.
And so in 2010, I started Jacob Street Partners, really to simplify insurance and meet the needs specifically for the global mobility industry. So the insurance and risk management needs. And so within the temp housing space, we provide insurance on a daily basis for anyone staying in corporate housing. And it really protects the corporate housing company. It protects their relationship with the guest. It also, has accidental damage and bed bug remediation and all liability. And so when things go wrong, there's a safety net in place. And then we also are launching a cancellation program.
Tell us about that, because when we talk about like 2020 and then 2021 and how it went from like being absolutely dead to being like, oh my gosh, I can't get enough, inventory, and the kind of herky-jerky nature of that demand on the supply chain, and folks are saying, oh, I don't want to go out and take a whole bunch of inventory just to be the bad guy holding, all this inventory that I have to turn in. And, people are very reluctant to kind of invest, because they were afraid they were going to get stuck with all this inventory.
Right. Yeah. And so there's never been a program. I kind of look at corporate housing. Main competitors is like Airbnb or a hotel, where there's a ton of flexibility either way, and that you want to have the consistency, the experience,
100%
of corporate housing.
I'm just flying here. My flight got delayed. I didn't get in. I was supposed to get in Friday. I didn't get in until Saturday, and I just called up and I moved my reservation, and it wasn't a big deal.
Right. Not a big deal.
Right.
But
And
with
I'm used to
corporate
that.
housing,
We're used to that, business travelers.
Right. And so I wanted to create an insurance product so that companies in the corporate housing space could compete.
So smart.
And so it's never been done before. We are currently launching it with coverage that's primarily if you have to cancel for health reasons or business reasons. But you got to start somewhere. And so we had to convince Lloyd's of London that for a very affordable.
So you work with Lloyd's of London. I mean, that's kind of a big name, in Insurance.
It is, and I've actually visited their headquarters in
You saw
London.
Lloyd?
I don't think there is a
You
Lloyd.
went to London and saw Lloyd?
I did.
It's like the man behind the curtain. There's like, no wizard. It's like,
Yeah.
where's Lloyd?
And actually, and this is completely off topic,
Yeah,
but
everything's off
it's a
topic,
very,
yes.
very modern building.
Yeah.
But then they have this vestige of a very old building in the middle, and that there's a bell, and that apparently they insure a ton of ships. And so anytime a ship goes down, they ring a bell, and then they make a log of it on this log in this, turreted area inside this very modern multi-story building.
Wow.
And that I thought, maybe like last year there would be, a ship that went down. It was like, no, it was yesterday. And then the day before there were 4 ships. And like this happens.
That many ships are like sinking or like losing cargo. Yeah, I would think. Yeah, I would be more like you, like maybe like once a year, twice a year.
Right. I was astounded that they'd have a bell, and I thought it was.
So this bell person's full time. They're not just like they're working a lot.
And that this is a thick book that has a lot of entries in it.
Did you meet the person that makes the entries in the book?
No.
Is that Lloyd? I feel like it's like Lloyd's book. Like Lloyd, old man Lloyd came up with this process. Like
I don't know who gets to write in the book. I hope they have good penmanship.
Yeah, right. I mean,
right.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I love what you're doing though with the cancellation insurance. I feel like it does make the corporate housing product more like traditional business travel options. I think that's really fantastic. I think consumer choice, customer choice is really driving so much.
Right.
And that's one thing I feel like we as an industry have had trouble through no fault really of our own. I mean, it's the way it is when you take out a multi-month lease. You can't just say, oh, just kidding, like
right.
Just move it,
Well, and even the largest players in our space, the the Synergies, the 360s, whatever, I don't believe that they have the resources that an Airbnb does, where if Airbnb decides that they want to have a cancellation program of 48 hours or whatever it is, they can just go do it. They have, really, really deep pockets.
Yeah.
And so trying to be able to, there's so many people who are doing project work or business travel who aren't staying in corporate housing, and that would just be a great way to increase business within and visibility into our space.
Well, let's change that, right? I mean, let's create products that everybody can use. I think that'd be huge for our industry. All right, I'm going to ask you. We're in New Orleans, one of my favorite cities. What is one thing you're looking forward to doing here in New Orleans?
Can I give you 2 things?
Yes.
All right. 1, live music on Frenchman Street.
Yes. Have you been yet?
I have not.
I want to go tonight. I'm getting a crew together tonight.
Oh, are you?
We'll start like a group text.
All right,
or
we'll
something.
text me.
Yeah.
The other thing is I have a major sweet tooth. I love sweets, and so I want to have a beignet.
That's what I do after I go to Frenchman. You can walk from Frenchman to Cafe Du Monde.
I think that we could see why we're friends.
Yes. So we're now it's going to be at 3 a.m, but you're going to have a beignet and maybe a chicory coffee, but it will happen. And yeah.
What is a chicory coffee?
So chicory coffee. Have you ever had Vietnamese coffee?
I have not. I don't drink coffee really. So
okay.
You'll have to.
So Vietnam and Louisiana were both French colonies.
Right.
And so there's a lot of the same kind of the baguette and the coffee. So chicory coffee is, I don't know exactly if it's roasted different or whatever, but it comes in that orange gold marigold color can, and it's from Cafe Du Monde.
Is it still coffee beans?
It's still coffee beans. I'm almost positive.
Or is it chicory?
I don't know what a chicory is.
I think it's like a pine thing.
You think it's not actual coffee?
I don't, but I think chicory is like.
Could it be smoked or roasted over?
Yes,
chicory, whatever. Well, hickory is a wood.
Right.
But is chicory a wood?
somebody else. Oh, so it's a plant.
So what's the difference between chicory coffee? It's a plant, but what's the difference between chicory coffee and regular coffee? Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Bridget from Move for Hunger. Shout out to Move for Hunger. They're food experts, and they are looking this up.
So, but what I do know about Vietnamese coffee, and my dad knows nothing about Vietnam, was exposed to this, he changed everything, is that they use evaporated milk.
Yes.
And so he
Super strong coffee, super strong milk.
or condensed milk
Condensed
or
milk, yeah.
condensed milk. And so he now, he has a can and he puts it in his coffee every day.
And that's what they do. Yeah, it's sweetened to condensed milk, and it's so sweet, it's so creamy, it's so strong, it's amazing. Bridget?
Woody and nutty.
So is it coffee? Is there caffeine?
How could
Are you making that up? She says yes. She said yes, but I don't know. All right, Bridget's finding out for us.
All right. You learn new things when
yes.
you're tuning into Love and Relo.
Yes, I love it. We let our curiosity take control. Kathy says, hi, it's a root, people.
All right. All right, no caffeine.
Oh, no caffeine, so we can drink it with our beignets at 3 a.m. It won't.
And then we can go to sleep.
Yeah, we'll go to sleep. Kathy says, no, it's not coffee.
And Kathy
Jennifer
is good.
Padilla. Hi, Bridget. Yes. Jennifer Padilla says
Kathy.
hi. She says hi. That's Bridget says she's your boss.
She actually
Is
went
that
like
true?
this.
I'm just kidding. She says hi, Jennifer from Bridget. I've been on for 2 hours and 10 minutes.
That's pretty amazing.
It's quite a bit. I'm ready to have this mojito, I think.
Oh, we have a
Yes.
toast?
All right, what's the toast?
I was going to ask you that.
To good times and good friends here at the CHPA
To a great industry.
conference. Salute, cheers. To the Mardi Gras. That's amazing. We're going to be back tomorrow. What time, Adam? 10 a.m. Who thought of that? We're going to be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. live from the floor of the CHPA conference here in New Orleans at the Hyatt Regency. Doing 3 segments.
Amazing.
Wow, the things that we